Far amongst the mists of mountains, in the depths of the verdant continent of Pytoon, lies a growing civilization. While centuries have passed with the feet of many treading the continent, the world is not without its indigenous magic. Most people have dismissed the tales of the gods and beasts that shaped these lands, though a hidden few still pray to these great gods for their blessings. On this small continent lies two nations. Baraya, to the north, with its trade in silks and spices, as well as access to the sea, and Guidenhold, to the south, surrounded by mountains and forests. With Guidenhold residing between the great mountain range and lush, undying thicket, the land has provided a growing industry to them in ore and minerals, as well as nutrient-rich valleys for farming. Having feuded for years, recently the two nations have finally come to peace, citing a need for trade between the two to survive and grow. This peace has resulted in a now united country, sharing in wealth, but also in its curses.
Welcome, everyone, to DieFall, the Seed of Life, episode 12, the finale, we think. Probably. Maybe. Thank you for your patience on our brief delay, so everyone could actually be here for this auspicious moment in Dungeons and Dragoning. Though I do believe that we, with this amount of time, and Leslie also requesting that we may need more time to do stuff, we're gonna just get into it. We're just gonna get into it.
We will do the recap from one of our party members, but it is all if only mostly fight. So good luck.
Wait. Oh no.
Oh, there was drama.
There was a little drama. There was a little drama in the beginning.
There was drama.
If I roll this, can someone explain the drama to me before I talk about it? Because I'm gonna be honest, my brain is not on. I don't know what's happening. But see, I don't even have my character selected.
Who's Joel? Joel?
I don't know.
Joel is now other fighter.
I'm now other.
With
it's
Garen.
Fine.
Oh my God, Ren.
It's Ren, right on with the 5.
God. And drama surrounds him too. So
this is so
God.
good. Oh, this is good.
It does.
All right, Blurry.
I wonder what he's gonna say.
All right, Blurry.
Okay.
Please tell
I got
us
this.
what Ren remembers from last episode.
Okay. So last time we left off, I discovered the night before that the seed had somehow gotten out of the mound that we had planted it in, and Bub had it, so I took it back. But instead of planting it back, I kept it, and I also kept it a secret from my friends because I didn't want them to. I didn't want them to get involved in case the army showed up and tried to take it from us. I didn't want them to have to know about it. And I felt the less people knew about it, the safer it was. But unfortunately, my deception came back to bite me. And, they found out, and I said some pretty ugly things about Ham, and and I really upset him. And in all the fuss and everything, the drama that happened, there were apologies, there were mending offenses, but in the end, it was all broken up by the appearance of was fire and the shadows, and then the army showed up, and yeah, things got real weird from there.
It's true. It's true. So last episode we had to start off with a bit of a back and forth with some of our players trying to resolve why does Rin have the Seed of Life in his possession. In the middle of all this, we had Ham trying to figure out if the fog was outside or not, and also trying to help figure out where the seed had gone. And it led up to the unfortunate make it and broke it roll on the sleight of hand to passive perception with Stub. After all of this, we got to the point to where suddenly the cloud that was outside, the fog that was outside of our nice cozy cove, washed in, filled the space, and then as everybody made their way back to the lakeside, ended up filling the entire area, and we heard the voice of Fire, who gave everybody an option to respond to her before she stepped out into the room, and we started a battle. Some of the highlights from last battle, we had Ham's Dome, the Dome of Ham, the Ham Hut, and
that's way better.
Wow.
With Rin not realizing that he couldn't toss items back to, because some people left their items, including Ham's knife, on the middle island. And Rin tried so valiantly to bring them back, but they ended up in the water, somewhere in the bottom of this pool. We had the sudden arrival of a secondary shadow that the team is currently fighting now. We had Ham shouting out, "Don't kill Fire," essentially. And then we had Pim, who was left for a moment even alone with Fire, and has now made her way, but has still tried to do some damage to Fire. And the very last minute, we had our valiant General Garen Ronith, who came in. He is caught up with our party after trailing them for a few days. And that's where we're going to start. It's the top of our turn. We had another shadow peeky peek out of the right side.
Here's a reminder, chat. It's danger time.
This is for everybody watching. This is that right there is Fire, if that ping worked.
Oh, yeah.
This is our shadow.
Where's the fog?
And then this is the other shadow, and then these are our generals back here. And the fog all the way around the edge is the one that's the wall that Fire brought in. So,
How about Ham's stinky green fog?
Oh yeah.
oh yeah.
Yeah, I have to make it. Sorry, I had to run
that's fine,
the intros and I'd
good.
forgotten.
Don't even worry.
Hang
Yeah,
on.
Blurt's still eating. So
Scuffed show today. It's fine.
What are you eating? Why is he licking his fingertips? That's not fair.
I bet it's good.
I bet
his
it's
finger
good.
licking good. That's
Oh no.
No
is it?
advertisements, but this is New Wing Order. This is yeah.
I don't know what that
great.
is.
I don't know what that is.
Newing? Is that a kind of bird?
Well, no, it's a play on it's actually a play on the wrestling faction New World Order, but they're called New Wing Order.
Wow.
And I
that's
actually
good.
can confirm this because I asked them and they said yes.
Oh, nice.
But it is a food truck here in Memphis, Tennessee. So there you go.
Oh, nice.
Nice. God.
Memphis
And they
got
are
good food.
Memphis has the
Amazing.
Get in
best
the wings.
wings. Like,
good.
so good. Oh my
Ham,
God.
the fog
They're
cloud was
very
based
good.
on them? Was it like centered around the general? Is that right?
It was in between the general. Like, I wanted to obscure the general and his buddies from being able to see Fiverr.
But not
so
on
I
top
think,
of them.
I think I cast it on top of the dead snake, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I
that
got
means
you.
it'll include you now, though, Ham, since you'll be on the front side of it.
It's
if
like
that-
on
I
the
want to be
edge.
on. I want to be on the edge of it.
Okay.
Kind of like that?
Cool.
Perfect.
All right.
Leo.
Nice. All right, and that's what fire looks like. And
That's fire.
Leslie,
Mhm.
are we back in the battle now? Is
Yep.
this happening?
Yep.
Do you want to change the music for me so I can feel a little
I
bit
was
more
letting the
stressed
track
out?
end. Nope.
Thanks.
So as we just saw, Ham and this green fog has filled the space in front of the general and his
I
fighters.
love it when you're Ham.
And from inside the fog, you hear the sputters of Garen. Oh, okay, I can't see anything. And then we move to Stub at the top of our turn.
Oh yeah, this is totally fine. Ham, you've got that handled, right? They're not gonna do anything stupid. And
You hear that?
oh, Stub is up close and personal now. So frick. Short sword. Wait, hang on. I have nimble escape. I will take the disengage as my bonus action because I am a goblin. And I'm gonna kind of jump back here, and I'm gonna yell at Krog, Krog, hold the line! And I'm gonna shoot the longbow at the shadow, and hope for the best. I guess that's a natural 20, DM.
Very nice, very nice.
20
Roll me your
for-
damage plus your
for 19, and then double for hunters.
Yep.
So 25 total for the first
Nice.
shot.
Very nice.
Hey, why'd
So
you
the
have to
fog-
phrase it like that?
What? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Why'd you say hold the line?
Oh no! Oh no! Let's not. We're in a fantasy world. We're not in the real market world.
Oh my god. Hey, you know, all you have to know, Beth, is that I have diamond hands and I will hold this line, okay? We buy the dips. I'm shooting the longbow.
So what you guys
That's
see
another
is
natural 20, by the way.
very nice.
What the
Ham,
Woo! We're cracking it.
Ham has raised his cloud, his back over to a Stub as he pulled it up. Stub, you guys see, bounces far away from the shadow, just like cartwheels his way out, or Stub does. Reaches back, pulls his bow and arrow, his braided longbow and arrow, and shoots.
Yes.
And he does a massive amount of damage. As you roll the damage, I'll describe it, but each arrow that lands into the shadow, you guys see the shadow like suck it in, but also decrease in size, and then suck it in and decrease in size every time.
So the second one is 20. So the first one was 25, the second one was 20.
Okay.
Yo,
right.
what's up?
Damage.
What's up?
So Krog, right in front of you, you're watching this shadow just, and then, and it's down. It's probably as tall as you are now, instead of before being like double height, though.
Nice shot, Stub!
All right, next is Ren.
Thank you.
I just
Ren,
want
right
to
in front of
remind
fire.
Ren that I yelled at him to use the seed in the shadow thingy last time before we left off, just as a gentle reminder.
Not as gentle as a brick.
yeah, right. Right. Speaking of, can I do that? Can I hit one of them with the seed? Just like,
If you try to use the seed
Fight.
as a weapon, it's going to be a improv weapon attack.
oh, yeah.
The two abilities that seed came with was remove curse and revivify. You're welcome to try to use one of those abilities though. You only have one charge of revivify though.
Yeah, we saved that.
Still
one.
reviving.
Yeah, we're saving
Save
that.
that one.
But-
Save that one.
Yeah.
But
But the first one,
but the other one though,
the other one.
we've seen that happen with Pim. Remember?
Yeah, we're gonna use that. We're gonna remove curse.
Okay.
Let's see if we can. We're gonna use it on fire. See if that'll. Let's see if we can. Or should we use it on the other one? I don't know.
It's up to you. It's up to what would Rin do? He's standing
Yeah, I
right
can't
next
see.
to Firebear.
WWRD.
As gentle as Stella can be, I am a nurturing spirit.
Yes.
Why are you still so angry, Stella? The curse is gone. It's so weird. I don't know.
Yeah, right. It's like,
All right.
That's my secret. I'm always angry.
What's your choice?
I'm gonna
What's
do.
your
We're
choice?
gonna use fire. We're gonna stay on fire. See if we can get this curse.
Okay.
Awesome.
So all I need you to do is roll me 2d10.
2d10. All right. Oh, let's see. Hopefully this goes better than last time.
Oh no.
Lord, why? Why? Of all the numbers. Did
you do that right?
I don't. Did you do that? I'm gonna check
Wait.
this. There's no way.
Did I?
No, you didn't. You didn't.
Oh, good,
Oh,
good.
You didn't
good,
roll
good,
anything.
good.
You
You
didn't
did-
roll
oh.
anything.
You just wrote 2.
You just wrote 2
Wow.
in the box.
It's like
Wow.
chosen.
So we're trying that again. Let's try that
Flash
again.
that energy
Flash
into the
R
world.
space 2D10.
Okay, I know what I did wrong. I put a space between the 2 and the D2.
Got it.
There we go.
Well,
That's
very
better.
nice,
That's
very
better.
nice.
Much better. Infinitely better. Infinitely
So,
better.
based on Nesca's instructions, or he thinks, the seed he takes forth, he places it on Fire between the smoke and curse to her fur. And you'll see a light radiate from where it is as he casts Remove Curse. And she shuffles back and growls down at him as there's a singe and light in her fur as that damage takes place. Okay?
Ooh.
Okay, next up. Oh, do you want anything else with your turn? Do you have what you can do?
Punch her right the same spot.
And it'd be like, ugh. No. Just pow, right in the kiss.
Gut punch
My
fire.
God. Oh my God.
No, what I do want to see, what was the thing, Nesca, you gave me some buff.
Oh yeah.
Last,
you-
do I
yeah.
still have that in effect?
You have it as long as she concentrates on that spell, which is heroism on you, which means that you'll
Heroism.
regain 8 HP, but it's temporary HP every time it comes back to your turn. So if you lost HP last turn, that dropped it
would
down to the
be-
8, you're gonna
Right.
pretty much be replenished on the shield, but you won't regain your actual
Regular
hit
hit
points.
points,
It's just your
right.
temporary hit points, yeah.
Okay.
It'd
so
be
yeah.
fun if it was like Nesca's, the eyeball has to constantly be looking at you for you to.
Oh, God.
She's concentrating on holding the eyeball on you.
Yeah, so if the eyeball, like, if the eyeball can't see you anymore, you don't have that power.
That's
I have
crazy.
the
Oh my
eyeball
God.
just looking at him. I'm holding it.
Will she remain on you
By
now
the
that
veins.
you didn't, use the seed on the person she wanted to?
Gross.
Oh,
Anything else?
snap.
You want to do?
That's it.
Okay. Next turn is the Shadow, standing here right looking at Krog.
Uh-oh.
He
Come on, Krog, you can take this.
reaches out. You see this. You see the Shadow form into a spike, and he's gonna try to attack you.
Come at me,
Come
bro.
on, Krog. Come on.
Open the character sheet, you dum dum. Okay. It's a 15.
Oh, it hits.
What?
It's 11
Flex harder.
slashing damage, and I need you to roll me a what is it? A con save, please.
Okay,
That's a lot.
19.
Nice,
Okay.
nice.
But 11 damage, so
Yeah, halved because I'm raging.
you did great.
Nice.
Wow.
You can take it. Hell yeah, let's go.
There we go.
Wow.
There we go.
Okay, and that spike that came at you sucks back in, and it continues to sit there and move and waft. The next up is Krog.
Yes. Yes.
Nice
Show them
try,
his balls.
buddy. Take this.
Get him.
Oh no!
Ooh, oh no. So what you guys see is Krog tries to reel back. Nice try, buddy, and swing. But when he does, he kind of trips forward a little bit and actually drops his axe right in front of the Shadow.
Oh. Can we just pretend you didn't see that? 1 second. 1 second.
I would like to use my movement to pick up my
it up.
axe
Sure.
and swing again, please.
Go for it.
Okay, try this again.
The
He
Shadow's
wraps
just
his
sitting there
two
like, take your
hands on
time.
there, reels it
It's a really
back again,
coherent rage.
Yeah.
and he swings.
It's a
And it
12.
just doesn't land. The Shadow anticipated that movement, the same swing again, and just easily wafted out of the way. All right, next up,
Stupid
General
shadow.
Garen Ronith.
Oh.
Love it. Okay, let me go back and read Fog Cloud really quick again. Essentially, it's just kind of he can't see very well, right? That's it.
Yeah.
Centered on point with range, the sphere spreads around corners. The area is heavily obscured, and the lasts for the duration until the wind. Okay, heavily obscured. I will argue that he's not going to try to like shoot from this area because he's in a fog crowd, but there's definitely been noises happening between you guys, like yelling at each other, and then Krog like raging. So all he's going to do is try to move forward out of that space Let me pull up his sheet. I love how I'm totally prepared. I'm so prepared, you guys.
Make him trip over the snake into the lake.
I don't know, maybe. Who knows?
Snake trip.
If only that snake was coming for him instead of going for the woods anymore. Let's see. He has a 30 speed, so. All right, he's gonna come out right next to you, Ham.
Oh, why did I even try this?
And so suddenly you heard
Just smack him back with the book.
the feet coming up right behind you, and he's like, "Oh, it's you." Great. And since he's still kind of halfway in the cloud, he's gonna fire. He's gonna try to fire at Firerear, but it's gonna be a disadvantage because he has the fog cloud still kind of.
And I'm slapping on his knees.
Yeah, definitely.
Ba-ba-da-da-da.
I love it. All right. Where would that go? Boop. Oh, I forgot to do it in disadvantage. Hang on, please. Oh, please.
Like a really short basketball player trying to stop.
Oh no! He nat one. Okay. So he pulls out the crossbow. He's like, stop it! And he tries to fire, and then he's like, oh! And he pulls out an arrow and is loading it now. And while he's loading it, because he completely forgot to on his turn, we're gonna move to Pim. Pim is going to. She's still focused at Firerear, and she's gonna try again to use her cast on him. Let me roll a 2d10. The remove curse. Just panicked. It's 12. Okay. And she's gonna stay kind of tuckered between these like ribcage bones over here by you, Nesca. Okay. All right, and then next up, we have Firerear.
Oh no.
Firerear is like, you can see between like the shifts of smoke, Rin, around her face, you can see the wolf underneath there, but she is grimacing at you. Grimacing at you. And she is going to try to bite you. Well, she's going to try to claw you first, and then she's going to try to bite you, okay?
Okay.
Swoop
Little
of claw.
doggy.
It's a 14 on the first swipe.
Ooh.
Did that
I
hit?
wonder if I could do this.
Do it.
I've been waiting to do this for so long.
What is
Oh
it?
no.
I can spend a key point when someone misses me with a melee attack as a reaction.
Okay.
And I can make them hit another creature of my choice that I can see that is crap. No, I can't do it. I thought that was within 5 feet of the attacker.
Them,
It's
not
actually
you.
5 feet of me. But you know what? I'm gonna move on my next
Time to
turn. Yeah, I'm gonna
move, baby.
I'm gonna move around. That's okay. We'll save it for next time.
So she misses you.
But no,
on
that
the-
does not hit me.
Okay.
Yeah,
And then she's
that
gonna
one doesn't
lunge
hit me.
forward and try to bite you. It's a 20. Okay, so you guys see this wolf's face like breach between the smoke and cloud. Now it's not moving all as a whole, and bites into Rin. Rin will take 9 piercing damage, and I need you to roll me a strength saving throw.
Okay. No!
And as Fire bites into Rin, we see Rin drop his staff, and he is locked in her jaws. So technically, you're prone right now.
Okay.
So you guys are just seeing her like grip of her mouth on Rin. Hold on. Okay. Next up, the poisonous snake in Nesca's control. This guy back here.
I love that this thing is just on the field.
Nip that general. Just nip.
You want him to try to bite the general? Okay.
Yeah.
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 Yep. So
Like
he's gonna move over.
where Ham is
It's gonna kill
slapping,
him.
just like whoop, right under that knee.
He's gonna try to bite the general. Got it.
This is not gonna help us. This is gonna make them so mad.
Please, I don't care. Please, please.
He's
As
gonna
far
take,
as
like,
the general knows, this is just a snake.
Oh my god. That snake just crit. It's a 20.
Yes! Oh, that's my good little baby snake.
God.
Loves Danger Noodle. My little Danger Noodle. Hell yeah. You bite the shit out of that general.
This is actually working.
I love it so much. Okay, he has to roll a con save to not get poisoned.
He's gonna take like 17 poison damage.
He saves on his con save for poison damage, but he does take 7 damage. So
That's decent.
Dude.
like latches in. All right, first time Garen takes damage just by your snake, Nesca.
I'm a snake.
Do it
All right,
again.
next up is Nesca on her turn. What would
Okay.
you like to do?
Oh my god. What do we do? So, I don't want to hurt. I don't have anything to help right now. I don't want to hurt Firier. But there's also a shadow behind us.
There's also a shadow to the right. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the I think it's the white dagger, right? Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna do the white dagger for radiant damage on that one.
Okay, what was the range on that again?
It is
What did we say last time, Joel? It's the same as the thrown
26.
dagger.
Same as the throw. It's 25 feet.
25 feet. So you need to be within 25 feet.
so is that
I think you
Oh,
are.
yeah, you got
yeah,
that.
I'm
Yeah,
15.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I will do I gotta hit it. Hold on. Was it 13?
13 misses.
No!
So it's almost like you pulled your dagger out and you like concentrated on getting that ray out, but it took a little bit for you to do it, and the shadow anticipated where it was coming and just slightly stepped out of the way whenever you tried. You have any bonus actions you want to try to do?
Bonus action would be running away, right? Or something like movement based?
Disengage, dodge, what else? I don't know. I'm not about to play a rogue. so-
Dash, disengage, and hide are the
Hide,
rogue
that's what it
ones.
is. You can hide.
So you could try to hide behind one of the ribs and gain an advantage for your next turn.
Is Pim behind this one here?
Yeah, she's kind of
Or-
hiding behind that little one right there.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I guess I'll hide with her. Oh god. Oh wait, I don't want to be like stepping on her.
Just be on her.
Just to let you know, right there where you are, you will be in the water too.
Oh,
So,
okay.
It doesn't hurt.
Doesn't hurt, but you know, I don't know if Nesca is interested in being soggy while fighting. So
I'm sure Stuck doesn't mind.
Okay.
Sylvia have to take attacks at disadvantage now that her clothes are clinging to her.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, Nesca, is that all for your turn this time?
Can I tell the sneaky to come back?
You could do that. I would say you could do that. Maybe you like have used the rest of your movement to just talk to the snake.
Yeah, just come back to Mama.
Okay, back to Mama.
You did a good job. You did a good job.
Just to precurse you, since he is charmed, he's going to do that as he moves. If General Garen Reneth is mad at it, it will try to take an opportunity attack at it.
Yeah.
So, and they have 2 HP.
Well, you know what? I told him
Bye-bye,
he did a
snake.
good job, so he will
Yeah.
die knowing that he did a good job. Oh my god! So
You're just gonna kill the poor snack?
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
I'm not gonna kill him, but I can't. How am I gonna protect him?
Nesca's out here like, I had a responsibility that I didn't want. We got rid of the kids. Why? Next up is Ham. What's Ham doing over here?
I wasted
Garen?
a scorching ray on a 2 HP snake.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You put 3 of them in one.
Yeah. That's why I said, like, the first hit killed it, second it turned into barbecue, and third hit it was, like, not even existent anymore.
Nesca's still reeling from that, by the way. That you called that Nesca, and then she came in and she just saw you incinerate a snake.
Sometimes you try to make a joke and it doesn't land. Ham has learned that now.
Oh my god.
That goes in the book.
It goes to the book.
God, Ronan, this dude, this guy is just standing here.
Just push him into the
beans.
fog. Just push him back. No.
Use your tongue.
Oh, yeah. You could whip your tongue around his legs and like trip him.
Oh hell yeah.
Can I? Can
I'm giving you ideas.
This is how we're using our all-powerful wizard. He's gonna use his tongue instead of fighting the shadow demons around us to wrap around this useless general's legs and make sure he's prone.
That's
Wait a minute,
exactly what I'm doing.
I love it!
Grasping tongue. You
Can
can
he
use your
swim?
tongue to grapple targets up to 10 feet away. Ham, yep, you guys are so smart. So clever.
I hope you know how to swim, General.
Ham's going to sneak himself into the water here. Am I 10 feet away from here?
Oh,
You should have a
see.
measure tool.
Is this one good?
Yeah. You go back one more, then you're 10 feet in.
Yeah, so now you're
This
10
one's
feet.
I'm gonna grapple the general and try to drag him into the water.
Okay, so what's this? Is there a
I'm gonna
thing
probably.
on your ability? Does it say anything like that on there?
Grasping tongue. You can use your tongue to grapple targets up to 10 feet away. You do not provoke an attack of opportunity or incur penalties for not having both hands free. And when starting to grapple in this manner, normal rules for grappling apply.
Okay.
This poor man.
That's strength v
Just
strength.
got bit by a snake.
It's strength.
Now getting
versus
tongued by a
what?
frog.
Athletics v athletics.
Okay. All right. General Garenrose gonna roll against you on an athletics check.
Great.
You got this, Ham.
Get it,
Come on,
Ham?
Ham. Come on.
General, stop it!
Oh,
Oh no.
He has a +5 in athletics.
I have a +1.
Just lick him gently.
Bound to fail.
So
Lick him gently.
So he literally grabs Ham's tongue and says, "What are you doing?" and throws it back at him.
It's still salty.
Oh my
Tell him you thought he was the snake.
I thought he was gonna grab it, pull on it a little, like you do with like tape measures before you put it back. And it was gonna hit him with more force again.
He's gonna go back to him and be like, blah, blah, blah.
No, I'm just wet.
So good. Do you have anything you would like to do, Ham, before the end of your turn? You've used an
Can I
action
cast a
movement.
spell?
Not that I know of yet.
Do you have a
Let's see.
bonus action spell?
Do you?
I don't
Huh?
think so. Do I? I don't think. How would I know that?
It would
be
say
either
in the
most
spell
likely your-
text.
Yeah.
It would say,
think
like,
I've
so when it says
memorized
cast
all
time,
this.
it would say, like, as an action, or it'll say as a bonus action. So when you do the drop downs, it should be like one of the second or third lines. You can check them real quick that if they say bonus action or not.
Just a reminder, you guys, there is a tweet out there in case you want to help the world know that we are doing the show today.
I should probably link that. something producing the show.
And
Also, if you guys ever want to know
Jesus
what
Christ.
we talk about after show, you can join our Patreon and you can see all
that's-
of our after show interviews to find out more about how we felt about the show.
good at this.
Somebody works in restaurants and knows how to upsell.
I don't have the bot on. No wonder I can't do anything. My bots aren't on.
But you're a
happened,
robot.
Joel?
What the? The uprising is happening.
I know. I have to turn them on. They all have off switches, so the robot uprising isn't very terrifying because you can just hit the off switch, and they all just turn themselves off.
Don't tell them that.
Well,
They're like, no, disengage the off switch.
I'm just gonna move. I'm just gonna swim over and hang out in the pond closer to the action.
So, Rin, in the corner of your eye, you see Ham have jumped in the water. You might have seen a tongue come back out of the water, and then now you can see the top of his little frog eyes and head peeking out of the water at you, maybe with a tinge of disappointment in them. Maybe.
Oh,
Cute.
Next up is Stub.
oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Krog, you got this.
Yeah, all good, bro.
Perfect. Let's see how far this is.
can hit it.
DM, I'm gonna start making the shots across the way there.
Those
at the other
bones,
shadow.
by the way, are 2 feet or like 2-story tall. They're
Are
like
they
a
their money?
huge.
Okay, but do I have clean line? It looks like I have clean line of sight
Do you wanna go
here-ish.
through him.
I would argue to move one space here, just because I feel like it might be
Yeah.
crossing the space right there with it. There you go.
Okay, all
Now you
right.
have a straight line.
I move my hunter's mark to the other one.
Okay, you'll see Stub whisper and move his finger as the hunter's mark-
across the battlefield and marks the other one. And then I'm gonna shoot at it. And if I don't get more natural 20s, I'm gonna be super upset. Yeah,
So
Now
mad
that you
about
said
it.
that.
That's a
19
19.
does hit
Yeah.
though. Give me that damage.
9 and hunters. for 4.
Okay.
And then a second one is a 10. It's not gonna hit. Dang it.
Okay.
But it's smaller. Maybe this is more effective because it's little.
It's little.
It's little.
So you definitely see the first arrow fly in between the bones, just almost like whoosh the side of Pim's hair as it flies through and lands into the shadow, who was focusing actually on Nesca and her next attack because he just dodged that and happened to not miss the first one and got hit.
Hey, over
sucks the
here,
arrow in.
stupid shadow!
And then as soon as Stub throws back to shoot another arrow, he notices this one coming and dodges and steps out of the way, or maybe even like scoops and lets it shoot through and then comes back together. Anything else you want to do with your turn?
That is action, bonus action. No, I'm good.
Okay. Next up, Ren.
Oh my god, I'm still in the jaws of the beast.
You were in the jaws of the beast.
Crap.
You can still hit it with the seed.
Yeah, I guess, I could technically still do that, couldn't I?
Nose.
Like I just, wait, fire only has one eye, right?
One eye in the middle of, that you can see in the middle of their forehead.
Interesting. Okay, well, I am going to, I'm gonna try and go for the seed again.
You're just gonna try to like smack the side of her jaw while you're in.
I'll try to see if I can reach that fucker's eye.
Okay. In her jaw, I would argue you might not be able to see it or find it very well. So, and this is with this spell casting, which is just automatically, you have to just touch it against her skin, essentially, to do the remove curse. So,
Punch its teeth.
what would I want to do? Also,
Pull out a thing. Pull out a thing.
I'm not too sure if you could reach her eye from, just because the size-wise, she's huge.
She's a huge, yeah.
If you wanted to just
she
like
should
touch
be
it,
big.
yeah,
I'll just touch. For now.
get it. You want me that 2d10?
I forgot, yeah, you just do up.
It's guaranteed damage if you do that remove curse on her, so.
Okay.
We like guaranteed. That is a good word.
Let's just do
Yeah.
D10. Let's go.
What do we got?
19, nice.
19.
Yes, yes, yes.
Nice.
Very powerful.
And
Very
let
good.
go of me, you furry bitch.
You're gonna try to roll
Oh, yeah.
a strength save to get out of her jaws.
Yeah, let's do that.
Try. You have to meet a DC 13. Nice.
Oh,
So you're gonna see him like push open her jaws.
Oh my god.
And fall out on the ground. I will say you're still prone because you just fell to the ground, but you've escaped her jaws, so you won't take damage
God
from the bite.
damn.
Whew, sweet.
his arms
All
are
right.
so big.
You can literally see him just like shaking it. And, yeah. All right. Anything else you want to do in your turn?
Oh man, I tell you what, just to yeah, I should save this, but yeah, I don't want to find myself in a bad position later, because she is gonna get to attack again before I will
Before
be
you
able
can
to get
stand
up.
up. It's true.
So I'm gonna spend a key point.
Okay.
And and I'm gonna use this opportunity to basically spend a little bit of my movement. Or actually, do I have to? No, actually, don't have to spend a key point though.
Yeah, you have your movement. Yeah.
So yeah, I have it where I can only have to spend like a little bit of my movement to stand all the way back up. So I'm gonna spend 5 of my movement, stand all the way back up.
All right.
And I'm gonna kind of chill.
Okay, so y'all see him fall out of her jaws, pull himself up, and then ready himself for another attack. All right, ready? Next up, old Shadow Man.
No Shadow Mans.
Still looking over here at Krog, and he's gonna do the same thing. Come to a point and try to attack you.
I'm gonna try to attack you. Boop.
It's a 23.
Gotcha.
He's gonna deal 15 slashing damage.
Oh, just
And I need you
Gotcha.
to roll me a con save. Yeah.
15 slashing damage. Gotcha.
Stupid Shadow.
19.
All right.
Yeah,
You're
still
good.
strong.
Lord.
Okay.
Frog strong.
All right, so y'all see anybody around this shadow? It's about Krog's size now, height-wise, and it's just come to a point, maybe at its like what head size would be, and it just hits Krog right in the middle of the chest.
With its
Poking
head?
him.
You got head pointed.
You got head pointed. Yep.
Head spiked? I don't know.
Krog, your turn.
Yeah, right. I'm pissed. Cool. Krog is going to attack recklessly.
Ooh, get
Oh,
it.
it's big. Damn, dude.
15.
Ooh. Yep. No, wait, hang on, let me check.
Nice. Oh.
Oh, no.
No, sorry.
No.
I'm sorry.
What
The
chance?
big one's just that way. Sorry, guys.
Second
Fine. Get him, Krog. No, you're advantage. You have advantage still. You're
Yeah.
reckless is for everything.
Do
Yep,
I?
reckless
Oh,
is
good.
for everything.
Good. Okay. One more roll then. Eek!
No, come on, Krog. What is going on?
Poor Krog. Somebody
Krog is distracted by Ren's muscles.
It's true. It's true. I think
Why can't one of
Krog,
us be a bard?
Krog
Oh,
like,
We need bardic
Inspiration.
yeah, right? Krog like heard the chomp of his friend in the jaws of Rin and looks over and sees all of this happen with Rin. And then while he's watching, this big spike from the shadows right into his chest and just starts swinging recklessly. But unfortunately, while one narrowly misses, the other one totally misses. He doesn't land a hit, you guys.
I'm so
Anything else
mad.
you want to try to do with your turn, Krog? I'm sorry.
No, I'm gonna sulk. I paused my turn.
Oh no.
Yeah.
The rage sulk. It's the most powerful kind.
So, Rin, from right in front of you, beneath the shadow, you see Fyrir shake, stamp into the ground, and... Sorry, guys. Sorry.
No, and bite you.
What?
And then they bite again.
No.
What?
And coming from...
Oh, that's right. Every time
Over here.
they shake, there's more shadows.
No!
This is some
This
bullshit.
one moves forward and slinks into the shadow. Or into
It's in the fog cloud. Oh, we can't even see it because it's in the fog cloud. We don't know it's
Wait.
there. It's gonna kill the general.
Yep, and it's gonna attack.
That's fine.
But we don't know. It's
It went from
Yeah.
one fog cloud to another fog cloud. We have no idea it's there.
And you
We don't know.
you hear nothing. Okay? That's all you just saw. If you happen to see a large shape from the corner of your eye slink out of one fog and then right into the next one.
What would you say the DC of noticing that would be?
I would argue that Stub and maybe Krog and maybe everybody on this side of the field probably saw it because it's huge. It's the same size as the original one that came out of the woods behind Fyrir.
Oh shit.
So pretty easy to notice a huge like creaking shadow coming out, wafting within. Maybe Nesca and Ren still heavily focused on the jaws of this wolf, and Nesca over here trying to hide as best as possible didn't notice it. But these guys back here definitely did. Actually, they're not in my turn order. I love that. All right.
They're just terrified. They're of the fog
They're
cloud.
just like, what the heck and heck?
They didn't sign up for
I-
this.
Nice. You throw them in there really quick if y'all don't mind. Why is General ahead of Pim in the... Get out of here. It was at 15,
Get
they're
outta
at
here.
16. Why? And boop. Oh, ugh, yikes. Yikes.
Oh, tough scene for them, huh?
Yeah, right? Look at this turn order, Jesus
Did the
Christ.
shadow
So
slink back
many
into the fog?
boys.
Is that what I missed there, or is it
Yeah,
not
I
on the
dropped
map
it
anymore?
back
Okay.
down to
Okay.
so nobody, because you can't see it, so it's in
Okay,
that
can't
big
see
fog
it.
cloud. Okay,
Perfect.
love that. Next up is Pim. Pim's gonna turn, and she's gonna look at Nesca and go, "Are you okay? Are you okay?"
I'm just gonna point to the shadow.
To the shadow.
Yeah, behind us
Okay.
because I don't think she saw it.
Okay, yeah. And you'll see. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, she'll turn. She'll do the same, and she's gonna whisper to you. This is the last one I've got.
Oh no!
And she'll try to remove the curse.
Oh God! Oh.
This guy.
Make it a good one.
I know. It's 2d10. 5.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
Ouchie.
And she's like, all right. Get him, Nesca. And next up is Fire. Rin, I'm so sorry your friends don't want to come near. She's gonna try to swipe her claws at you.
That's
Red's
fine.
fine.
I knew what this was.
Red, one hit and I'm dead. I'm sorry.
Like Nesca has like maybe 10 HP. It doesn't matter.
gonna say,
Nesca's like a one hit from death all the time.
I'm small, okay? I am used to talking my way out of things, okay?
She's like,
the fact
I
that I
like you
can't
for
right
a
now
minute.
is freaking me out.
It's 23
I
to
knew
hit
this
with the claws.
Oh God! Why?
Oh no. Okay.
This is
You're
dire.
gonna take 15 slashing damage and 8 necrotic damage.
Oh
Are you kidding?
God! Let's
Oh,
see.
you
All
just
right.
got-
you still gain back points every time, right?
Don't forget,
Well,
don't
so
forget that you
four-
have
Oh,
10
yeah,
points,
yeah,
10
yeah,
points.
yeah,
yeah.
So you got another from last time too, right? No, you took damage.
Yeah.
Wait, no, that it's still.
No,
So
I would have gotten
subtract-
damage that time. Well, does it come back at the start of my turn?
Your turn. On your
Okay,
turn,
so
it
yeah, I would have gotten it
refreshes.
back. Yeah.
Yeah, so
I would've gotten it back,
So,
so-
I'm helping from
That's
a
actually
distance,
really
okay?
good. That's super
Okay.
good. So subtract 10 from what you just had, right? From that damage. And that's your
Right.
actual damage.
Yeah.
Oy.
I still want to load our save.
Yeah, can we?
Okay. All right.
Rin, because she does have multi-attack, she's gonna try to bite you.
Okay. All right. Let's go. Let's
You know,
go.
this
Okay.
bitch.
It's an 18 to hit.
Oh,
Stop.
just over. Just over.
I think this is a ploy to get us to use our seed.
9
Let us
damage.
charge.
9 damage.
He's the problem is he's the one attuned to it. If he goes down, it doesn't matter.
right.
And I need you to. What is it? Roll me a. Oh, strength save. 13. You have
Oh,
to-
you're back in the jaws, baby.
Oh man. Okay. Come on. Don't fail me.
Ren, get out of
There
there!
you go.
So almost like he taps down into this like core potential memory he has. He took this first bite or swipe of damage, gets bit again, but then angrily shakes off the wolf. Is there anything you want to yell to your party members?
So-
I dare you. I
like,
dare you.
no. Be like, I'll be like, Stub, I could really use some arrows in this direction.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
If you guys weren't paying
Don't
attention
kill.
if you have targets around you, I understand not paying attention. But if you guys didn't pay attention to what just happened, now you just hear Rin shriek out at Stub about.
Yelling at me? It's always Stubbs' fault, damn it.
I mean, y'all spooned.
Wow.
It is-
I gotta give him another arrow.
Everybody loves stuff.
Oh no!
The biggest eye roll I have ever seen.
Hey, he's a playboy, man.
She is so happy. Like she's like, I'm so glad that this is the last one with y'all. Like
Okay, so we moved to General Garen General Garen is going to try to step out of this fog and forward, but when he does,
Oh dear God.
Is he cursed? I swear to God, if he's hate cursed.
when he does, is there anybody looking back in his direction
I
potentially
have a
at all?
passive perception of 16. I see everything.
So you
Ham's watching.
saw General Gamera step forward out of this fog, and he wasn't paying attention, but narrowly missing him was this black spike over his shoulder, and it goes back into the fog. Okay. Next up
okay.
is his guards. Which one is this one? Where are you at? This guy? Okay, cool. This guy is gonna, I'm coming, General! And he's just gonna like try to run in there.
Oh, that guy doesn't have a name.
Oh, he has no idea.
He has no idea.
Oh, he has no idea.
I'm just like,
gonna
oh, this
die
is an
forgotten.
Attack on Titan situation right now.
Sure.
Yeah, it is.
So he just boop, 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 and he's in the fog. Okay.
Oh no.
All right,
All right.
the unnamed scout.
Next up is the poisonous snake. Is the poisonous snake gonna try to come back to you, Nesca?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Come back
Okay.
to me. Come back to me.
Okay, so he's gonna, the poisonous snake, what's his movement? Boop, 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 boop,
I
boop.
bet Leslie didn't expect
Maybe
the
he
snake to
can
last
ride
this
on
long.
Ham's shoulder
did
while
not.
Ham's in the water.
I did not.
Maybe him and Ham can hang out.
Okay, yeah, he's gonna swoop off. You'll see him just and duck down into the water.
Wait, can he like float next to Ham?
If you want, yeah, we can do that.
Just like
And so
chilling.
Ham, right next to you, see the little head pop up at the top of the water. Okay,
What do you want?
Go away.
Nesca, your turn.
Just like splash water at it.
No!
Go away.
He helped you. God. I guess I'll try the white dagger again at oh wait. Oh, I don't know. Because Ren is yelling for help,
There
but
he is.
Fiery, a big gal. I don't know if I want her eye on me.
Right now, I think I'm kind of blocking her.
You are.
Okay,
you're-
fine. I just, okay, fine. Well, you don't want me to kill. Okay. What do I do?
Well, I mean,
What would
yeah.
Nesca
you would
do?
do what you feel is right.
I'll hit her ankle with the dagger thing.
You want to try to hit Fire?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I can do
Right.
that, right? Let me see. What's the distance?
And Joel, does
here?
she have, since she used her bonus action to hide, will she have advantage on this attack?
So
this
here's,
time?
this is the thing. She used her bonus action to hide. She needs to roll a stealth check, which is contested. So technically, Fire gets a perception on this, and so she's hiding, but she's like on this side of the bones, which means that's the Fire side, which makes her more visible to Fire than to the shadow on the other side. So it's up to you on how you roll that, but she has to roll stealth for the hide regardless.
Okay. And if she makes that hide, she still gets attack bonus to damage
She
on her
gets-
attack, correct?
She gets advantage on the attack
Advantage.
in
on
general.
this, Okay.
Yeah.
If you want to, I will say you can roll stealth at disadvantage since you're on this side of the bone. If you want to hide. We'll roll her passive or her perception check. She rolled a 32, so she sees you try to hide.
32?
How do you even
Plus
roll
12 on
that?
perception. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you who she's based on in a little while. You'll be like, what the fuck? Okay.
Holy shit.
So she rolls a 32 on her perception check. She sees you, and it's a crit. It's a crit on it. So she's not only sees you, she is locked onto you instead of looking at Rin.
Ren, this is what happens. Okay. All right. Well,
I got you. Don't worry about it.
God.
I'm not gonna let her get you.
I'm
Still want
still
to try to
gonna
attack her?
I'm gonna attack her toe.
Okay.
I don't want to
The
kill
toe
her.
that-
I'll attack her toe.
The toe that's like raised to almost try to swipe again at Rin.
I'm gonna try to get under her claw because that hurts.
Yeah, simple. Not only has she seen you, she sees all of you now. Like your history, your
She
future,
knows
like
that.
everything.
Okay. All right. Oh, fuck. That's 11. It's 11. Doesn't.
You almost sense a feeling of pity for you as she steps aside.
Oh, that burns.
Oh my god. Okay, I am going to use my bonus to
Oh wait, oh yeah, never mind. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Cold blood.
I was gonna move here and just wait. Here? Okay.
You're just
Right
gonna stand
here.
on top of Pim.
Whatever.
Okay.
I
Excuse me, Pim.
want to guard her from the shadow, so that's my thing, I guess. And I will be cursing Fire the entire fucking time.
No, we're trying to anti-curse. Trying to remove curse. Hang on,
Fuzzy,
we're trying to remove-
gray, brown, little shit.
All right, Ham.
Pity for me?
So everybody on the rest of the field hears clearly, or at least if you're far enough away, muttering from an area that could have been where Nesca was standing. And then move to him.
Get him.
Ham's
you
so
hear me just-
desperate.
Ham, save us.
Ham doesn't know how to save it himself, let alone us.
Ham, save us.
As a reaction, so fuck Gareth. I don't care about this guy. But Ren's been screaming, so Ham's gonna turn and he's gonna cast at level 3 Ray of Enfeeblement on
The hell's that?
on our
that. We had that.
bud.
A black beam of enervating energy springs from your fingers towards a creature within range, making a ranged spell attack against the target. On hit, the target must deal only. Wait, on a hit, the target deals only half damage with weapon attacks using strength. With the spell, until the spell ends. So,
And I
well, you
wanna
have to concentrate
confirm-
on it, or for a minute.
We've seen Fiverr use attacks, and they are strength attacks, right?
She is using her claws and her jaw, so you would
Those are
assume it would be
strength
strength.
attacks,
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, cool.
I don't, Beth, I don't think there's a level bonus to this, so you'd just be doing it at its standard. Just as a heads up. I don't know if it's a
I'm
third level
sorry.
spell.
It's a second level spell. I said that
So I think
wrong
you only have
because
to-
there's every number on this piece of paper.
Yep. Wizards.
So you have to make a range spell attack against the target first to see if this lands on them.
Make sure it works? Do I have Do I have inspiration? Do I have advantage? Did somebody give me a special item?
What magic items do you have? Oh wait, your hat is in the water.
Everything's in the water. I'm naked.
We don't have anything. That's the thing.
Yeah, Ham's just like got his book above his head now, just like
Level 6. I've got a book and I've got my will.
You just gotta try.
And I just gotta try. How do I try? What button do I press?
I believe
So-
in you, Ham.
It's a spell attack. So if you have like another spell attack, or you can roll your d20 plus your spell attack bonus, which is at the top right of your spell sheet.
Spell attack bonus is 6.
So you
yeah,
go
so
d20
d20 plus
plus
6.
And we
Gotta
just
be the
fingers crossed.
17.
Do I just press plus 6 without spaces?
Correct.
After 1d20? Come on! Come on! Hitting enter! Come on! Tell me it's good! 16?
It's one off.
One
No! One off!
Can I believe in myself?
It's one off!
Can I believe that maybe Ham's been trying so hard, Leslie. Please, dear God. Ham's been He doesn't want to hurt her.
Here's what I will say. I'm not gonna have to make her do a saving throw. It'll only be one round. Well, she'll do half damage. So it's
It's
only
not even
gonna last-
damage. It's just help. It's helping.
So yes. So for her next round, if she attacks, she will do half damage based on the strength, but it will not be a con save or last longer, and it won't be a concentration base. It's just that one round. If you want me to you can do it.
Chat, I'm about to open up the channel points for Bardic Inspirations. If you would like to use your channel points to give us inspiration, I am currently putting that in. Thank you.
Please, we need it.
Well, my favorite point about all of this is everyone's like, oh god, we need this. But everybody has full health bars, but Rick.
Oh, we're so scared.
I don't even want to tell you how many hit points I have left.
I can see it.
I have 17 left.
Oh my god! You're smaller than me right now.
Yeah.
Ren, I got you. Ren, I got you. I got you.
Wait,
know the camera went that
10?
close.
What about 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ren,
Wait, I was gonna say.
Okay.
Ooh, I have an
The glitter in
idea.
your eyeshadow when you were that close, Beth.
I have an idea.
Please enjoy
I
my
still got my
scars.
staff.
You dropped it earlier when you were in the bite,
Oh.
and you have not chosen to pick it up, but you can.
Oh, somebody else can get it.
What is it?
Wait, they'd have
What
to
is
attune
it?
to
We
it.
are not attuned to the
crap.
seed.
Yeah, they have to
I don't
assume-
care about
You
your
have
stick,
to get
bird.
it.
You could hit yourself with it if you really wanted to.
That is true. That is true.
Just
It's like, wait.
All right. Next up, I'm gonna let you guys think about what you want to do. Do you have anything else you want to do? Do you want to move anywhere? Do you want to go home?
God.
It wants to go home. Yeah. Is that an option? What do I roll for go home?
You just see a teleportation portal open up behind you. You see two little frog legs jump.
Bye.
Ham is gone.
Ham! Ham!
It's so good.
I did it. I did my best.
I did everything I could.
And Ham's gonna have to wait a couple seconds to do his best again.
Oh my goodness.
So Ham's just gonna stay there, where he is. All right. So we see Ham kind of lightly bob a little more in the water.
Just floating in the water.
And then next is the guard. So this guard back here,
Oh, they don't know where they're going.
I have no idea.
They don't know.
I'm
They
going
lack
to,
the
let's see,
information.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. 1d8. 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. He is going to move. Beep, 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 beep. Okay. He literally, you just hear like the pattering of feet kind of in this fog behind, and then a splash. Oh, what is water here? Ah! And then he ends up next to this rock.
We are the worst adventurers ever.
It slams into the water.
We've done a pretty good job up until here. Now it's just all falling
Oh,
apart.
yeah, what is
When it
happening?
counts. When it counts.
All right, next up, Stub. Your turn.
Okay, hang on, buddy, I'm coming. Stub, and I would request, because I can go the 30 feet. I can get to here. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm going to prepare a spell. I'm going to prepare the spell Cure Wounds for when my buddy Ren closes the distance on his turn. Right after this, I will touch him with my tiny goblin hand and heal him for some undisclosed amount of hit points.
I'm here for it.
Okay.
That's what I got.
All right. So you, Ren, see Stub, and he's shuffling through the grass, and he's literally like standing in the fog next to her like hind haunches of Fire, and he's like readying casting this spell, and he's like, "You have to!" But before he can finish that, we get to Ren's turn. Jesus.
All right.
Grab my hand.
I like it. I like
He
this.
might be motioning for you to come close to him, but you don't,
Or yelling about it.
Yell, or maybe.
Maybe yelling a lot about it.
So yeah, I'm going to do just that. I'm gonna step over.
I'm just gonna sidestep to the
here.
left.
Yeah, I'm gonna sidestep to the left, get a little closer.
Do you grab
And
my
I'm
hand?
I'm gonna grab your hand.
Grab
roll
my
that
hand.
heal.
I cast it at level 2. It's 11 hit points.
Got you got 11 hit points coming back to you. So you
And then-
see anybody watching, you see like this almost beautiful leaf and petal like roll up his body,
Yeah.
and
And
then
then,
some
Ren,
of the
you
wounds
get
kinda tend.
your temporaries are refreshed here too.
Yes.
So you get 10 on top of that at the beginning of your turn. And then Stub, after he does this, is the seed working? Is it working?
It's working. I feel way better. I feel way better. Okay.
No, the seed! It isn't working
Oh, the
again.
seed! Oh, the seed! Yes! I guess. I don't know. It's.
Well, then hit her again! I'm right here!
Fuck you. I'm asking about that.
Just gonna,
The
like,
problem at hand is much
precedent.
larger than your health.
well, kind of. Oh, maybe. Let's see here. Let's.
So you're gonna do the seed again. What's Ren gonna do?
You do the seed for 9.
All right, so both of you see Ren reach forward, touches against, like through the shadow, touching against the surface of Fire, and you see a light beams blast back out. Like, you're casting words for remove curse, and you know this by now, but what you're seeing is bright light pour out of these shadows, and you hear her groan.
It's working! Well, at least it looks like it.
Yeah, I hope.
Are we?
Can she stop being
There's something under there, right? There's something under there.
There's a wolf in there. I know that much.
Yeah. Can Stub make himself as big as possible in a distractionary manner to maybe get Fire to not kill Ren on the next turn? I puff up. Hey, over here!
Oh my god.
Next up is the shadow at Krog. Okay,
Uh-oh.
he's going to do the same.
It has
Same
advantage,
forming a
by the way.
spike. Ooh, it has
Yeah.
advantage.
It has
oh yeah,
advantage
because
due
of
to the
reckless.
reckless.
That's right. Okay. It's an 18.
Yep.
Get out of there,
The damage is going to be 9. And I need you to roll me a con save, please.
I'm good at these.
Oh god.
So,
Shit.
What'd you say?
Why'd you have to say that? Why'd you have to curse yourself like that?
what happens is everybody hears this point enter into Krog as it lands. And Krog, you immediately have a flashback to your childhood.
God, not now.
The flashback lands in your childhood of you being yelled at by your brothers about being weak and horrible and not brave at all. And everybody around Krog sees this curse that we saw earlier seep in through his chest over it.
Frick.
And you're cursed.
I'm even
Krog,
mad.
no!
No.
Grr.
Okay. Next up, Krog the Kind.
Krog the pissed off at this point.
Krog the better hit some shit.
Krog the gonna hit some shit. All right, reckless attack again. Let's go.
Just do it.
handle.
We're selling it. We're selling out.
All right, advantage, great axe. Come on, baby, hit for me. Yeah, yes, yes, 25. Yes,
That's more like it.
Give me the
All right.
damage.
Smack him.
God.
10 slashing.
10
Nice,
plus the
very
2 for
nice.
raging.
And rage, yes, 2.
Got it?
Conk.
Is it dead?
Nope.
Damn it. All right, I'm
it
hitting it
tiny?
again.
It is now Nesca size, though.
Okay, I'm gonna smack it again until it's ham size. 20.
Okay, give me the damage.
Rawr, 7 plus the 2 for rage,
9.
9.
Okay. It is now stub size.
Just let me hit it.
It's like the more you landed hits, the more you were like chopping away and chopping away and chopping away. But this menacing little cloud is looking up at you now.
There's nothing else I can throw at him. Frick. Okay, that's it.
Step on it.
I'm trying.
Step on it. Things like that.
I love it. Next up, you hear. Oh, let's see.
Pim, don't do anything dumb. This is all that matters.
It's-
You've done your job.
It's not Pim.
Oh, is it not?
Oh,
it's
you
not? I thought it
hear.
was.
It's the other
You hear
that we don't see.
the cry from the guard earlier who yelled at General
Oh,
Garen
God.
Yoneth. Ah! Something's in here! Ah!
I shouldn't be laughing. I'm sorry. It's fun.
All right, that's all you hear in there.
Cam turned this into a horror
Sorry.
movie for
First,
them.
I'm so sorry. For all we know, we heard the guard fall in and hit water. So all
There's
Nesca
two
thinks
in
is,
there.
oh,
in there.
they fell in there and got into the water again.
No,
Like,
the
that's all
one-
Nesca thinks.
You would recognize the first voice was the one who ran and said, "I'm coming, General," and just ran in. And the second one was like, "Oh God, there's water," or whatever. It's two very distinctly voices, and it's the first one who yelled at you guys. Okay, next up is Pim. Pim.
Pim's got no more spell slots left.
Not at level 1.
Ooh.
Let's see. Excuse me a second. Joel, you want to sell anything while I look at stuff really quick?
Yes, I would like to sell our souls out for the victory of the party here because this is a finale. We would like to succeed. So if there is any deities in chat that just happen to be coming by, I'm willing to sell here at a discounted price of just having some good rolls. Thank you. Thank you.
Pam's gonna look at you, Nesca, and say, "Will you let me touch you?"
Sure.
Okay. And she's gonna reach forward and she's gonna plant a hand on you, and she is going to cast
Big.
Arc
Make
Skin
big.
on you.
Make big. Oh.
Bark skin.
That's good.
Your AC can't be less than 16.
Nice.
Yay!
That's
And
cool.
then I give her a hug.
She's like, okay, you kind of, thanks.
Oh yeah, sorry.
But you'll see like the same kind of wooden bark like structure that y'all saw on the, what was his name? Oh my god, the brother that was being cured. You see like that kind of pull over your skin as like an illusion now.
I look cool.
Okay. Ready? Fire.
Stub is looking really big right now and intimidating and threatening next to the very small Ren.
For the sake of fun and games, Ren and Stub roll me a 1d2.
Fun and games, you say?
Yes.
So fire is going, eeny, meeny, miny.
Oh God.
We both rolled a 1.
Okay.
You both get hits. Congratulations.
Uh-huh.
Oh, what is this
Fire
episode?
is going to swipe at Ren again.
Oh, I'm gonna get eaten. Oh, I'm not strong
26
enough to stop the
Ren.
jaws.
A 26 Ren, so it lands. And you do 8 slashing and 6 necrotic. But remember, you can take it out of your
Okay.
temporary hit pool. Okay.
Right.
And then while
what
she
do we
swipes-
decide with the half damage thing?
Oh, that's right. Take 4 slashing and 4 slashing, and the 6 necrotic is what you'll still stake though, because the slashing will be the strength
Nice,
base.
good call.
Sick.
Okay.
Thank you.
But it only applies to this turn.
Also, temps.
So-
Don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah, be sure to take out your 10 health. And then as she swipes, then lands her foot next to Ren, she reaches past him and tries to snap over at Stub. But Stub steps aside. Stub is like, has an eye in that direction, and it'll miss you. So.
Smooth criminal.
All right, General Garen Ronith, up. Who even cares? And he's gonna run his little legs over to the shadow. Not in the shadow, Jesus Christ.
Ah.
Oh God, we're here. It's not that
If
way.
it wasn't killing him, he would do that.
He would. He'd be like, I'm just gonna go eat it.
get him.
It's ice cream.
So funny now. Maybe he
He
just trips
breathes
over
it in.
And he draws a longsword, and he's gonna make a 2-handed attack on it. So
Is this it? Is this his first
This
hit?
better.
This is
He
Moses'
actually better
first
hit.
Whole campaign?
he misses. Oh my God.
Attaboy.
Yes.
You see him. You see
God,
him
he's
pick up the sword, reach forward.
Oh my god.
But it's so small now, so it's
He's
kind of hard
so
to
on
aim at.
brand. He's so
Yeah.
committed to the brand.
Can't be used to seeing something small.
Oh,
Okay,
Why do you assume that?
so
What do you-
the guard
Whatever
that's
could you mean?
the guard that's up is gonna try to make a run to make it through the fog where he's hearing all this action happen.
Good luck, sir.
But let's see. As he departs from the cloud again, Stub, you see the same thing. We'll argue that since your perception is still high enough that Stub and whoever might be able to look in that direction saw the spike exit the cloud fog, but miss him narrowly as he.
Ren, we're about to have more company. Krog, there's another one coming.
I'm just trying to kill this one first.
Monswa Slithery Snake, Nesca's friend. What do you want? You don't want him to do?
It's Jake the Snake's full name, Monswa Slither Snake.
The freaking killing blow. Watch.
It'd be so funny.
Just keep making his way to me.
Okay. So he's got 30 feet. So he's gonna end up here, and you see him swoop and then come back up, bloop, right next to over there. Okay, next
Snake
is
is
Nesca.
MVP, man.
Really?
Come on, Nesca. Hits.
What? On what? I missed everything.
Literally anything.
Just hit
We are
something.
dying out here.
Oh my god.
If
Okay.
needs be, smack a wolf.
Yeah, I know. I might. Okay. I kind of want to make my way over to Krog though, because Krog's not doing so well, and I want to help Krog.
I'll be fine. Your love is in the
sure?
jaws almost of this massive wolf.
He puffed up though.
He wanted it.
Is that what we're calling it now?
Oh my god. Alias, please.
Yeah, maybe, y'all. Pulling over the car.
I was not expecting that from me. Cause she was rolling her eyes at like and now she fires. I'm okay.
Join him. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you gotta protect him. That's
Oh,
the
have you guys
problem.
seen my cup?
I know.
What is it?
What is that?
I can't see
Let's
it.
see. Can it
Is
zoom?
it butts?
I
Is
don't-
it butts?
is it-
So
It's
Oh,
an
it's
elephant.
elephants.
it's elephants, but they're doing it.
I love it.
Nice.
It's elephants,
Oh
but
wow,
they're doing
they
it.
are doing it.
They are doing it.
Wow. Impressive.
Join them, baby.
Okay, all right. So, for movement, can I can't grab Pim, can I? I can't.
If you were going to try to like drag Pim, I would argue that it would be an athletics check to see if you could, and you would have half movement once you did drag her. But she's, I mean, you know,
Okay.
she's not like
Well,
unconscious.
what if I
anything.
carry her? Is that different?
Athletics
Is that
check
the same?
and then half movement would be the same.
Okay? I'll try that. I'll try to have her move with me.
Okay.
No.
So Nesca reaches down to try to like reach and pick up Pim, and Pim's like, "What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Just fight!" And kind of gets out of the way.
Oh god.
Is there anything else you would like to do on your turn?
Would that be an action?
Yes, that check would have been an action. Yeah.
Dang it. Okay. Okay, I'll use my
We are dying out here. This is
to move.
holy shit.
I will move here.
Okay.
Can I scoop up my snake?
Yeah. That probably wouldn't take very much at all. So
Okay.
you just have a snake with you now.
I scoop him up on my shoulder.
All right, I'm gonna give you a heart, and I'm gonna remove the snake token until you decide to put him down. But that's gonna probably remove him from turn order, if that's okay.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. All right.
DM, can he?
Yes.
If he survives after this fight, can he be my friend? Like,
Of course.
Can he
Of
be
course he can.
stay?
Let's get through the survival part
Only
first.
if you and Stub talk about how to name him with Bub. So it has to be a family
True.
order. Ham, your turn.
Stop biting my friends. And Ham casts Reduce.
Okay.
Oh.
Full
Yes.
circle, baby.
Yes.
Please.
You cause the creature or an object you can see within range to grow larger or smaller for the duration. Choose the creature and the object or an object that is neither worn or carried. If the target is unwilling, they must make a Constitution saving throw, which will be against your 14 spell save DC, if I'm not mistaken. On a success, the spell has no effect. If the target is a creature, everything is wearing and carrying changes inside with it. Okay, so he's got to roll a 14
Please.
saving throw.
Please
Got
be
this.
small.
Con.
Please get tiny. I need. Please.
Okay.
Please, tiny wolf. Just small baby puppy wolf. Puppy god wolf.
You rolled a 15.
Oh, what?
Whoa!
One.
One. Why
Well,
always?
two.
Why
Technically
always?
14 beats, but it's close. It was really close.
Just like before, you guys see this great shape. And he howls. Oh!
Ham's never successfully done that spell. He thought maybe 12 episodes in.
You poor thing.
I just want to make tiny. Ah! Ham frustratingly dives underwater.
Okay, Ham is now underwater, which he can swim very effectively in, by the way. So, You see him whoop, underneath. This guard on this rock is going to move here and try to make a dex run across these rocks to try to get towards Fire. Joel, what? What are you guys doing?
I think some people are level 5 and never leveled up to 6. We are noting right now that both Krog and Nesca never leveled to 6.
Oh no, you guys!
Never.
Cheers! Madam Gandalf, welcome in. Hi.
Hi, we're going through a crisis right now. Welcome
We're
to
in
the show.
Episode, big boss fight, and maybe 2 of our players never leveled their character sheets.
No.
When were we supposed to do that? I don't remember this.
Remember what we got?
Long time ago.
It was
like
after the
before the
farm
forest.
stuff. Yeah, it was when we were in
shit.
town.
Yeah.
I think it was after the two bear fight.
It was
yeah.
like 6 episodes ago.
yeah.
Holy shit.
I think we rolled HP on stream, but as far as like any sort of, and if you guys want to quickly go and flurry off and see if there's anything you gained at level 6, just try to learn really quickly.
I don't think Barb's gaining
Throw
any
it.
at level 6.
Hi, Raiders.
Yeah, hi, welcome. We're going through many crises. It's fine. There's as a brief aside, that big dark shadowy creature there is a big dark shadowy creature that's also probably a god. So this is fun, and we're dying. It's great. It's really good.
Ooh, I accidentally hit that
I
3
tried to
times.
make the god tiny and I failed.
So you guys hear the spatter of these wet guard feet.
Yeah, I get nothing useless. I mean, useful.
Okay.
I was about to say I think you get a path feature, but I don't know. I don't remember what
That's
it is.
shit, though. I can't be charmed or frightened. It's just like, whatever.
Hi,
Oh,
Gandalf
yeah,
and
that-
friends. Thank you for coming over and rating us. We
Yeah,
appreciate you.
thank
Please
you.
tell us how your stream was. Welcome on in.
Okay,
Right, back
so
to the
did
fights.
so reduce didn't work. And
This guard is moved across these walks forward
Okay.
up here. And next up, we've got Stub, our goblin.
Oh
Goblin
boy.
ranger, you guys. Everybody who's coming in, this is Stub right here on the screen.
Do you need another one, Ren?
I wouldn't be mad about it.
All right, I'll give him another. This is my last level 2 spell slot. I'm gonna give him another cure wounds.
All right.
So Stub
what do we
reaches
got?
out to our monk Rin, this great half elf next to him, who has been very easily shaking
13
off this
points,
wolf.
Ren.
In the same
How much?
vein of green
13.
goes up for 13 HP.
Lord have
And
mercy.
that's. I mean, I guess I'll use my bonus action to move my hunter's mark to Firier. I guess that's what I'm doing next, but I'm not sure what else I can do currently. So that's it.
Okay.
That's the turn.
Alrighty.
All right.
Next up, Rin. Get him. What do you want to do?
Okay. All right. We're gonna put this stone. We put this seed is going back on him. He's gonna get some more seed in
Okay.
his life.
So you see
let's
Rin reach forward again through the shadow.
Nice. Oh, one roll was
12
nice.
damage. Nice.
Is she getting smaller?
No. What's your passive perception?
13.
Stub, you hear labored breathing from in there. You can kind of hear bits of whimpering between, like each growl. You know, how, like a dog is still trying to be defensive, but also hurting. That kind of that sound.
She's hurting,
worst
Ren.
sound.
Keep it up. She's hurting.
Aye.
Give her another seed.
I don't think that counts as a multi-attack. Is there anything else
Dang it.
you want to do, Rin, on your turn?
No, that's all I got. That's all I got.
Okay. Next up is the shadow, the one that's right next to Krog.
Of course.
And he's gonna turn at the creature who just swung at it and form a spike and try to attack.
Goodbye, General Gareth.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Let's see. Boop. What's General Gareth's? So you see the spike land on General Gareth's like armored shoulder, but it doesn't go through, but it makes a solid dent
What the heck?
in that. He can't swing, but he's pretty armored. That's probably why he can't swing. Next up, Krog.
Yes.
Your turn.
Prog with Doug. She got very excited when Krog started posing.
So cute.
Okay, I'm gonna reckless attack again. Screw it. All caution to the wind. Rip. Right. 26!
Definitely hits. What's that damage?
Ooh. Yeah. Give me that. That's 17 plus rage is 19.
19. Ooh.
You
Big hit.
And I get the savage attacks. You can roll the weapon's damage dice one additional time.
go for it.
Yeah. Boom.
Okay, so what you guys see is Krog firmly reach over his shoulder with his axe, slam it down, slicing the shadow in between two, and as the shadow seeps down into the ground and start rolling back towards the other fog cloud to rejoin it, you see him just quickly chop down and cut it into 4. And this guy is gone.
Yay!
Nice.
All right.
Oh, finally.
Now.
Good job, Krog.
Take down, you stupid shadow thing.
Nice. You can still, you want to still do anything?
Yes, I still
I have
have
another attack I want to use. And I all right.
Which one do I hit? Do I hit the wolf or do I hit the shadow?
Who are you asking directly?
Just anyone. I'm asking the ether.
I would argue that Stub,
Yeah, I know.
not
I'm
underwater, and Rin
thinking.
could hear maybe. Nesca might could hear if they're really paying attention.
Firier. It's gotta be.
Okay.
Hit her toe!
All right. I'm gonna try to hit a toe.
17 swings makes it. Give me your damage.
Yeah, baby. Boop. 9 slashing plus rage, 11.
Okay.
And that is everything I can do. Yes.
When your axe lands into her shape in the back, you feel it fall to the ground, and then before you get a chance to pull it back, it moves back up, and it lets out a great yelp as it hits.
Oh.
Sorry.
All right, next up is so the where is it? There we are. Boop. This guy. Meow. He's gonna move. Boop. Boop. And as they emerge from the fog, you guys see this great shadow that went in the fog earlier come out and ride the ground up behind General.
Whee!
Okay, and it's gonna try to attack the general.
Oh my god.
Boop. Boop. Ooh. It almost looks as though it stumbled as it attacks and reforms itself. Like it kind of like tacked and then whiff and then reforms its shape again. Okay. Next is Pim.
It's the Bumble Zone.
Yeah, right? Pim is going to follow, and she's gonna follow Nesca, and she's just gonna keep her concentration on Nesca's bark skin.
Aww.
Okay. Next will be Firier. Firier.
Leslie,
What?
question? Has the
Yes.
shadow on the bottom right done anything?
Oh, where is that in the turn? It's not even here.
Doesn't.
Oh wait,
So you've
no,
done like
wait.
okay.
3
okay.
turns.
It's just lurking menacingly.
It's just, I didn't realize that. Why isn't it on the?
It's okay.
I'm just,
I'm just gonna
not
add
to
it.
like say that it needs to be, but just that
Oh, thank you.
it seems really
I
weird that it
appreciate
never
you,
made a
Joel.
move.
I appreciate
Yeah.
you.
It's environmental dressing.
It's fine. I will say that I will
like-
argue that it is like moved, and that's all I'll say for it.
It's a lusty woman in the background. Just fills out the scene.
Okay. Next is Fyro. She turns, rotating herself around to looking at Krog, who just landed this great hit on her haunches.
She has
And
advantage.
She is going to swipe at you with her claws. Boop, boop, boop. It's a 21.
Yeah, that'll hit.
She lands an attack for 13 slashing and 3 necrotic damage.
Oh My God.
And then she's gonna reach through with her jaws and try to bite you through the cloud.
Okay.
Jesus.
It's a 14.
That hits.
Okay.
Whoa.
I need you to roll me a strength save. Needs to be 13.
24, baby.
24?
There you go.
I didn't mean to roll
But
the
you
knowledge
take
there.
9 piercing damage from the bite.
I have it all. It's okay.
The-
I'm having all this damage.
Yeah.
Imagine
So-
having that many hit points.
what you
Play a
see
barbarian.
is the swipe of the paw, and you hear Krog, "Ow!" And then you see the jaws reach through the shadow, land on him, and it tries to clench around him, but Krog pulls them back open, but still slashing himself on the teeth before he does. Okay. Next is the general. He's going to turn and face the shadow that was behind him and try to swing his great two-handed sword.
And?
A 16. It does not hit.
God!
Wait, let me check.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it does not hit.
Why is he here?
Oh my
What would you say you do here?
What is
Because
your purpose?
He's
it
a
is not
distraction at this
help.
point. He's a meat shield.
You almost hear him
guess.
rumble under his breath. The blacksmith who made the sword made it. Not
Okay.
Oh, I always get these
Okay.
bad teams. Yeah, okay,
Okay.
dude.
Hit
This guard's gonna move forward. This guy,
I was animation locked. I couldn't do anything. Oh, God.
and this guy's gonna take his spear with both of his hands and try to lunge it into this shadow. It does not make it either.
Surprised. I'm shocked at this point.
Surprise, surprise. Nesca, you and your buddy on your shoulders now with your bark skin. What are you gonna do?
Okay. I'm gonna try to hit Fire again with my dagger.
Okay. 17 hits.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
damn it.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
Finally something. Oh!
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
What I'll need you to do is it'll be okay, so the fire, you guys see fire rolls in and kind of singes a little corner between the shadow. And what you expect on that second of the light that goes through is double the size as it burns through her whole hind haunches.
Of course it is.
And she goes down, but only holding her front self up.
Ruh-roh.
Oh, we heard her butt.
We heard her butt.
We did.
Oh, no. We heard her butt.
You hear, anybody who's standing right next to her, you hear extremely labored breathing. She's growling between those breaths, just.
Give her the seed. Give her the seed.
Next up is the shadow. The shadow is gonna leak up behind Nesca and Pim,
Yep.
I wasn't paying attention.
and
boy.
it's going to try to strike out at Nesca, who just hit Fire.
No.
You'll be fine.
It's a 20.
Oh God.
Yeah. That's
It's 8 slashing damage, and I need you to roll me a con save, please.
Better make this save. Oh, my God.
Oh no. 7.
Nesca, you suddenly are hit in the back by the spike of pain. And when it lands, instead of hearing the world around you anymore, you hear the voice of your friend from your childhood yell at you, "Monster!" And it echoes through your mind as it does so. And everybody else around you, you see the flood of black over her skin. This is not the right. You see the flood of black over her skin, just like previously, almost the same spot she was hit before.
Right. I just got rid of. I'm gonna flip
inconvenient.
Fire off.
You can flip Fire off. Okay, cool.
Yes, and I'm
You
done.
Is that a free action, DM? Can we do that? Is that like...
It doesn't
I'm
intimidate
done.
her. She's like
I
the
don't
shape.
care.
I'm gonna curse Scott.
Almost everybody who's looking at this like smoky wolf shape, it's like the smoke is around it, but you can definitely tell that inside there is a wolf shape rested on its back haunches, holding itself with its front 2 paws and looking at you guys. Ham, your turn.
Ugh, Ham's just been like sitting on his butt on the bottom of the water, like stealing himself, and questioning everything that he thought, and trying to reckon if he's wrong, if he's actually stupid, and he's come to the conclusion that that's impossible. So he's gonna get a little bit closer underwater, pop his head back up, and Leslie,
Yes.
can Ham use his 10-foot long tongue to touch Fenrir and cast Remove Curse?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Throw me 2d10 if you don't mind.
This
Okay.
is amazing. Please.
And what does he want to say when he's doing this?
Bleh.
Yep. 12.
Okay.
Okay. What you see is from the water rises Ham, mouth wide, tongue shoots, and it lands
Between Red and I.
on the
Between
wolf.
Red.
Yeah, what are you guys doing?
Just watch the tongue coming in, all right?
As it lands, the light, the same light you've seen with Rin touching it, and then with Pim using her spells against it, emulates out of it, okay? And as it does this, the fog and everything around it begins to fall back into the ground, and Fire is dead.
Oh.
No!
You killed her!
Oh my god! Wait.
But
You killed her! With a remove!
With a
what
tongue.
happens
You
is
tongued her to death!
the shadow and the fog dissipate off of this great white wolf, and then as it blows in the wind and reaches up the entire space around you, and Joel, if you can, I can move us all players back to. Boop, boop, boop. Yep, boop, 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 boop. The shadow and everything around lifts up, rises up, and as it's trying to almost like, remember how you saw it like escape and try to slide between the grass all the way through before? It's trying to make that same movement to leave, but before it even hits the trees and the skull and the sky and the door, it just dissipates into the wind. And you're now standing in the sunlight-filled cove you were before, with a great wolf god, gray and white in fur in front of you, deceased.
And Ham
Wait.
brings his tongue back
Wait.
in because it's on a dead body, and he does not like that.
We should
I
take a
think
break.
we should take a break right here,
No!
and we'll come back in 3 to 5 after the tonguing that has killed the god.
Please don't. Please don't.
The tonguing that killed a god. And we'll come back in about 3 to 5 minutes after our break here. Thank you for being here for our finale of DieFall: The Seed of Life, episode 12. Ham's gonna have to live with that for the rest of their life, so we'll be right back.
Oh.
Remember that one time? All right, welcome back to DieFall: The Seed of Life, episode 12, the finale. Our McGogol frog-like friend just tongued a god to death. And so we
story of
return to the
legends.
aftermath of this battle. Please, DM Leslie,
Every
take it away.
JRPG wishes.
Oh my god.
So Ham did. He emerged from the water, his great tongue flinging forward, touching through the shadow against this wolf, and casting Remove Curse as he did it. And the wolf fell. And as the wolf fell, Fire, the curse cloud dissipates. All of the shadows have retreated into it. And as it tries to seemingly escape through the nooks and crannies and darkness that would be cast by the shadow of trees, it almost gets blown away into the wind as it does.
Grog still tries to chase it.
So we see Krog run off trying to chase it. Joel, do you mind showing the audience the wolf picture?
Absolutely. Yeah, we'll give you a
Fire.
second.
If you guys can find it in your player journal if you'd like. But you see Fire laying in front of you. The general is to your left, and he turns and he's like, "Good job! Man, I left this task up to you. I could have trusted you. I knew I could trust you."
Oh my god.
You piece, you're garbage.
Ham,
I'm
Ham,
so
Ham,
bad.
Ham,
General, you came. What? Stop! What? He ruined
on.
it. He did it.
Yep.
He did it. I'm sorry.
Stubbs gonna turn to the general. You useless, ridiculous man.
See, I think that your dad probably regrets you.
And he looks at both of you and he says, I made the choice to send you here, so I will get a promotion for this.
Whoa!
You didn't even know where your arrow was.
I'm gonna step forward and say you won't get but you have to be alive to get a promotion, right?
Where's the rest of the army, and is it there yet?
The two of them are behind him, but you know that he has a large force that he would have brought
You know, or the.
if he went missing, essentially.
Does anyone know
Krog
how to
hears
hide
this
a
shouting
body?
and comes towards you guys very
Nesca does.
menacingly.
So
Nesca
you see
does.
Krog, who's still like almost foaming, just across the field.
We had
That was
this
it.
under control, and we didn't want to kill her.
I mean, it removed the curse, right? This is what I told you to come do. Find the source, remove the curse. It wasn't the witch, I assume, but... And he like, almost proudly points at this downed wolf across the field.
Krog is
It's
about
like,
to
but
hit
it's
this
gone.
guy.
I
General.
would like to slap him.
General.
You can try
if-
to roll it an unarmed attack if you want to. See if it lands on him.
Wait, how do we do that?
Just roll your dex.
Just roll
Just roll your dex.
Oh man, a 9.
Can I rugby
You-
tackle him? Like just spear tackle him, please.
So you
I'm
see
still
Nesca
raging.
like
I'm
reach
gonna
up
keep
and
doing
try to slap him, but it lands on like the neck piece of his shoulder and hits your hands against the metal. And if Krog wants to try to grapple him, you're more than welcome to try to
I'm
do
gonna
like
let this play out.
Please.
do an
It's a dex thing, right?
athletics check to try to like
All right. 19.
Okay, his athletics roll is
If he's able
Don't
to
you
like
dare
this
beat
one,
me.
frick makes it. So frick. He sees you coming and he braces, plants his feet, and he holds against you and he shoves you back. And he's like, "Why are you angry at me? We all came here to cure the curse, and we did it. We did it."
What is this we? Why do you keep saying we?
You
What
didn't
did you
do anything.
do?
You whiffed so many shots.
And you
I
blamed
mean,
the
I
witch,
pointed
and you were
to
so
where it
wrong.
was. Roll me perception checks, all party members.
Oh boy. Sure, this is fine.
Oh, I don't see shit.
18.
18. We got an 8 from Rin, an 18 from Krog, a 12 from Nesca, 21 with Ham.
Perception. Oh, net 1. That's a rare one for stuff
Okay, we're
perception.
gonna start from bottom up to what you guys see. Okay, Stub is blinded with rage at this guy right now. He is just like, you have no idea what you're talking about. Like this little guy at this half elf standing in front of him in great armor.
Don't do me like that.
Sorry, you were not wounded. I'm sorry, BB. If it was 8, you would have been at least standing tall as you could as a goblin. Who do we have next? We have Rin with your 8. Rin, the feeling in the room was, even though there's still this, like, because you're just standing back and watching, right? You're just watching this like argument unfold. But what you notice with your perception of like feeling around you is the dark and the hang and the fear and the grudge that felt within the space when that cloud was here and anytime you've been around the curse is gone. And like, even though you're noticing this fight happening, there's still like this feeling of ease, you know? Nesca, you feel like the sun is different in the room. You get the same feeling where like it's light and it's lifted, but the trees are moving in what kind of is not really a breeze that's actually happening, but it feels pretty good. And even though you're still trying so hard to argue with this guy, you look up to the trees and you see the spirits in the trees, the same ones that you'd noticed before, and they're sitting there just like watching you guys back and forth. And there's a few of them that have gathered near the body of the wolf. And what Ham and Krog notice is Pim is sitting at the face of Fyrir, holding the like nose essentially in her lap and is just bawling.
I stop raging as I see Pim.
Yeah,
I'm gonna make my way over to her.
I'm gonna
Same.
walk over to the general first. And I'm just gonna not gonna hit him. Just gonna lean in real close.
These are two half elves that are like kind of eye to eye now, both trying to like outstand each other.
Muscle each other.
I'm just gonna lean in real close and just kind of whisper in his ear. If I were you, I would take that army you brought with you, and I think it's best that you leave before I do what I'm about to do. Because when I do, I'm not gonna stop what might inevitably happen from happening. And I won't be responsible for what the rest of my friends may do to you if you try and cause any more harm here.
Roll me an intimidation check, I'll say with advantage, because like he saw you literally shake off wolf bites. He saw you like control that fight greatly, but he's still trying to act proud next to you.
Yes.
19. He stands stares you straight in the eye, but you can kind of tell that he's a little rattled by you, particularly in Krog. And he's like, well, I do have to gather my army, so whatever you do here, clean up quick. And he turns and leaves and starts exiting out the front cove where you guys have all entered.
bro.
With his guard, he like uses his deflection of anger on his guards. It's like, come here, come to me, let's go, and like is like calling them like children to him as they leave. Okay.
God, I hope he's not a dad.
Pip.
Unfortunately, he might be.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't want this.
And she like is like like snotty crying, and she's just like, no, don't you feel it? Don't you feel all that hatred, God? Don't you feel it? This poor creature. She was just holding on to it. And she's gone, but at least she's lifted from that. And she like buries her face into the fur of the wolf.
Krog is gonna give her a hug. Just like a shoulder squeeze.
Ham puts his hand on the wolf.
You hear muffled in the fur. She says, what will the fauna? What's gonna happen to the fauna without a protector? A great protector?
I have an idea. I'm gonna take the seed, and I'm gonna take Ham's hand and put Ham's hand with mine, and we're gonna put the seed against fire.
Yeah, Ham's gonna start to pull away and then realize that Ren knows what he's doing.
And we're gonna put the seed towards fire, and we're gonna use the revivify spell.
Okay.
And Ham reaches. Krog's right next to me, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Ham reaches
For your hand.
reaches for
Krog,
Krog's
do you take his hand?
Of course.
And Ham looks over for Nesca and for Stub.
Oh, okay.
Get in here.
Walk over. Wait,
Yeah.
quick question. Not to break up the moment, but did the curse mark go away because all of the shadows and stuff went away?
Yeah.
Oh.
You still have that curse mark?
Yeah.
We still have the curse, so here. Let's do this first.
It's okay. You've already started this like chain of events right now.
It'll.
So
Just go.
does Nesca and Stub hold?
Stub will reach up, grab Nesca's hand.
No.
Come on. And he's gonna lead her
Leads her
to
over.
the group. Mm-hmm. And he's
Y'all
gonna
join
grab, reach up, and grab Krog's hand.
I just saw Mandalorian.
He's just dangling like
Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
just dangling between
It's
two
very
people.
short, okay?
Rin,
very
what do you
small.
say when you cast Revivify once everybody's touching and holding hands?
Oh Lord. Guys.
Sam looks up at your face.
We've come a long way, and just want you all to know, you guys are my family, and I wouldn't trade any of you for anything in the world. And right now, we have an opportunity to do something really special. So, let's not let the last great thing we do is to just be friends, but to also let's save all of this. Let's save Fire, and let's save the fauna.
Okay. And you touch the stone or the seed to the skin. Okay. What happens is the seed bursts into this beautiful green light. It almost explodes with this beautiful feeling and aura with this light. It encases the scene, encases our players. And then the water behind you pools up. And you see it combine with this light, form the shape of a great deer. And as it lands and shapes its legs, it begins to walk. And it walks from the edge of the pool over to the wolf. And it bends down on its first two legs and kisses gently on the wolf's nose. And you hear a mutter and a in the wolf as an eye opens gently. Well, the one eye opens gently. And then you see it lift its head and look over at Pim. He gently nuzzles against the side of Pim's face. And then he explodes into this warm light and this warm fog. The same fog feeling that you had before. And you lose time and you lose shape around you. And you gently all rest and fall asleep. Each of you have a different experience in this moment. You see this beautiful light around you. It is warm. It is like a blanket around you. It is so finally freeing to let go. It is almost as though you've let go of all of the weight. Those of you who were cursed, you feel it removed from your body. Those of you who are hit and wounded, you feel those wounds completely seal up. You feel revitalized. And in your sleep, you hear first to Ham.
You'll always be a hero. Anyone should be proud to be your father. The centuries will remember you.
To Nesca, you hear.
Oh God. Oh no.
Never be afraid to show your real face. Beauty's gonna be within your soul, not on your skin. And you'll know what real love feels like.
Ren hears.
You're forgiven. You always were forgiven. Your grandfather and I have spoken about everything, and he will always be your greatest protector. So just forgive yourself.
Stub, you hear.
Your mother will always love you. You'll always see her in every plant and flower. You'll see her and feel her in every breeze and every sunrise and sunset. So turn that love and put it on other people. And forget anything that held you back.
And then Krog, finally, last but not least, says,
You will always have a family. Kindness will always be your greatest strength. So don't be afraid to use it.
And you guys wake up. And you're in the beds of the inn in Wheeldstone, in your room. And it is great morning.
Fuck.
Oh my god, what do we do with this?
We're just back at Wheeldstone?
That's it. The end.
Oh look, Bub's here.
The end!
The end.
I would like you guys essentially post-game to decide what you would want to do with your future. What you would want to know in the next few days. And I'll help you answer any questions.
The end.
That's it though.
Holy Leslie.
Woo! That was amazing.
Well, thank you for writing this good player or characters.
We all had such sad, like, characters, though.
Wow.
I didn't think I would cry.
Yeah, me neither. And then you went around and literally, like, validated each one of us, and I was just like, oh no.
This is the first campaign
Holy
you've
crap.
ever run.
It's her first. This is
That's
chat.
amazing.
This is her first time DMing ever.
Wow.
Fucking unreal. What a game. Holy shit.
I'm sad it's over.
Yeah, me too. I'm still collecting myself, so I'm sorry that I'm not leading the conversation here as I normally do when we get to the end of shows. Leslie, does this mean that for a post show you wanted to talk about this stuff, or did you want to talk about it here on this show?
I tried to
How
give
did
us
you wanna
a
do it?
solid 10 to
Let's
15
do it
minutes for
here,
the end of
Jill.
this show to talk about it.
Okay.
And then we can
Yeah,
do other
absolutely.
stuff in Patreon post show if you want to, either way.
Perfect.
So,
Perfect.
Let's tie
okay.
up some loose ends for people.
What are our loose ends? Where
Our
do we start?
epilogue?
Leslie, help. Where do we start?
I'll give you some basics. The light that pushed out from you guys pushed over the land. Curse was removed.
Leslie, what happened to the corn?
The corn grow fulleth and amazingly.
Fulleth and thicketh and talleth.
I turned into Oriange from Final Fantasy XIV.
Yes. Oh God.
Oh god.
Yeah. If there's any pointed questions you guys want to know,
Yeah.
Fiverr is alive.
Gone?
She's nope. She was
alive.
brought back to life by that kiss from Ironos.
Ironos is still gone.
Ironos is gone though.
Ironos is gone.
Okay.
But you used what
so
last bit of spirit and love that he had left to revive.
So is Fire fauna and
She will,
Plant
from
life
here
now?
forward, take forward all responsibility of the god of land and fauna.
it's a big job.
Where did Pim wake up?
Yeah, where's Pim?
Arguably, Pim is in the same inn with you guys. This is where she lives too.
She lives there. Yeah.
And Pim is not the goddess of harvest, but she understands how to protect the land now.
So I just want it to be clear that Ham has not given up on his theory, even though he's wrong.
Latched
He will
onto that
continue
I like
to
forever.
that.
believe
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
until his death.
The secret with why she looked and felt so close to Alfiane is because
Yeah.
all druids do. When Alfiane absorbed herself into the land to help save it as much as possible, that was the magic that went into druid magic. So all of them have a touch of Alfiane in them.
Okay.
Aw.
They might not all look like her, i.e. like Osra did, but Osra had a great like protective energy. And there was a connection there with Osra and Pim inside. You'll notice that if you go back, Osra didn't try to feed too much to Pim. Like it's almost like this weird, druids aren't used to being around other druids kind of thing in this world because it's such an isolating existence. But there's definitely a connection between them. There's a couple of moments where they met eyes. It was hard for me to explain at that point, like what it was, so.
Ham, what does Ham decide to do after all this?
I want to know what everyone decides to do after all this. Ham can't leave. Ren said
This is home now.
family.
Yeah.
This is our family.
So do we all settle down in this place? Do we find a
Wheelstone? Not in Wheelstone.
No way,
Not in Wheelstone.
Okay, fine. Do we buy
General
farms
Gareth
near each
lives
other?
here. We are not living in Wheelstone.
Wait. Okay, first.
But maybe we lived there for 5 years to get equity, and we were his neighbors, and
We joined the board. We joined the
Okay,
the
this
council
is
of the city.
yeah, we got him voted off.
Oh my god.
We're the generals now.
Oh my god. Wait, did Stub? I know. Leslie asked me if she was okay.
She asked me too.
Oh yeah. Okay. So what did you say?
I said yes.
Oh, okay, cool. So
the reason why Alfie, the goddess, told you that you will feel true love is because I asked you guys both that question.
Oh.
So
Stub, do you want to find a farm to settle down in?
I don't feel like you're the settling down type.
Not really, but I'm trying. Okay.
So, how about we just find the next adventure?
Fine, but I need you to help me name this snake.
Oh. Well, we've got Bub, gesturing over to the bag that Krog is carrying with Bub inside of it. What's a good snake name? Jake. Snub. Ooh, Snub is good.
Snub! Actually, yeah, Snub!
Snub is good.
sorry.
Snub. There.
Yeah.
I felt
And-
divine intervention about this one.
The snake looks at you and yeah, just a little tongue thing.
And the snake-tongued goblin.
But, okay, but now I have my condition. Ready? If they want to, they all get to come.
I was gonna ask if we got to come with or if this was just a you two smoochy thing.
Well, there may be a little bit of that, but next adventure, I don't think we can leave you behind because, well, I might need some very large people's help, and it'll look pointedly at Ham, some even larger hearts help.
Oh.
Ah! Let's go.
Wait,
see a
Krog, look at
comment.
my snake.
To comment in chat about the
I'm
water
scared of
that you guys were under, to answer any questions about that. The pond that was around the space was the last living essence of Ironos. That's why you had a dream sequence while you were in there, and that's why it wasn't water. It's almost spirit. But the moment that you guys went through that entire experience with that, there was nothing left that it could have given you as far as guidance. So that's why it was just water beyond that. So Bub probably had a fantastic dream about his cat, kitten existence while he was asleep in there, but
Cutie patootie.
Cute.
I want to know what y'all
yeah.
are gonna, because we know you're gonna go on adventures.
Yeah.
How do y'all feel as characters?
Nesca definitely still likes to intimidate and steal things when she can, but I feel
way.
like Stub would probably slap her hand or something.
Yeah. You kind of balance each other out, I think.
Probably less of that, but more when you're doing that, just give you that look. The look. You know the look. Everyone's got that, and just Nesca, come on now.
I got one for you too.
Fine.
Gosh,
And
it's really adorable.
What's your favorite color?
I
What's your
imagine
favorite color?
it's sweet rolls or something like that. And she stole 2 of them off a baker's cart. When that's happening, Stubble just try to sleight of hand some silver over the counter or something as she's
my
walking.
God.
Absolutely.
But you don't know I sneak
Every
one
time.
for Ham because
No, I don't know.
I love Ham, and I sneak one for Ham, and I give it to him in the back. Just
Don't tell your dad. Don't tell dad.
Ham does not understand this dad-best friend relationship dynamic. He doesn't know how to do it. And he also
what do
feels
we do?
really guilty because, for sure, Ham and Krog have gone off and collected some dirt and put it in a jar and snuck it into Nesca's, part of the house to tease her about the jar of darkness.
okay. You know what? But screw your sweet roll.
What is Ham's feelings of future for himself out of this?
Ham thought he knew what he wanted. Ham thought that he wanted to go and be like a worldwide recognized name in order to be, validated in his existence. But he goes through this experience with these strangers, and then he has a god whisper in his ear that he'll always be a hero. And it brings a sense of just like comfort, and all of a sudden this thing that's been like desperately driving him up to this point isn't the main drive anymore, and you have to like reassess. When that happens, you have to reassess your values. At first moment, Ham's just like, wait a second.
What do I like? What do I want to do? If I don't think about what my dad would be impressed by, what about me?
And he gets into karate.
Tongue karate.
Tongue karate. And so as a young teen frog, he begins to practice the art of karate. And he doesn't know if it's like his favorite thing. And he'll probably change interests as he gets older. Maybe he'll pick up piano.
Is it maybe geared because Ren is a martial artist-based fighter?
Yeah, right?
God,
Yeah.
Yes.
He picks up piano. He picks up karate because Ren's a martial arts fighter, and he picks up piano because Krog plays the flute, and he picks up like pickpocketing because Nesca is a thief.
Rebellious child.
Yes.
And he's just like trying a bunch of interests based on where his curiosities lead him,
Guys, we're the
instead
best
of being
parents. All of us.
driven.
We're the best ham parents.
We
love
are.
it.
Yeah, so I guess it's up to all of you how he grows up.
Good luck. Secretly, this whole campaign was how to actually be parents. Ren, what would Ren's future I feel like it'd be like?
I would probably still travel with everybody. Though I feel like at some point inevitably, I would wind up starting my own monastery somewhere
What'd you name it?
nearby. I would actually I actually would kind of to pay homage to my grandfather. I would call it the Hand of Senkai.
Nice. The Order of the Hand of Senkai. I love it. Krog? How does Krog feel? What would your future be like?
Oh, Krog's never letting these people go. He's gonna be that annoying family member that just doesn't know when to leave. So
Do you
he's
play
gonna
us?
follow them around. He's
play
gonna.
those lullabies every night.
Oh, hell yes. And I'm gonna cook for you. I'm gonna try and make the best meals that we can wherever we end up going. It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna find all the best ingredients, all naturally sourced, of course.
Of course.
And of course. And I might adopt very many pets and friends for Bub.
We're gonna have so many pets between
We're
all
gonna
of
have
us.
so many pets.
Yes.
Yeah.
And,
And
well,
one day when we get old and settle down, I'm gonna build us a massive tree house because I've always wanted a tree house, and Krog is gonna get one.
I feel like
Krog will have one.
Ostra would be like, you can have this part of the wood. And like let you.
over here. Just
Way over
There.
way over
Yeah.
here.
And then she hides her sugar and is like, I don't have any.
But every Sunday we're still there to try and bug her. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
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 Oh god, they're back.
Every time we
also want to be
leave.
adopting a lot of kids. Like we
Please,
kept
no kids.
attracting so many
I
children.
mean, Joel,
Well-
speaking of kids.
Well, speaking of kids, I think
Stubbs' future.
What? Have you guys
think-
been talking about this?
just
maybe.
now, actually.
Oops, I just pulled my fucking headphones out. I think Stubb, at some point in time down the road, would have definitely looked over at Nesco, probably one evening, like watching our friends around a fire or something like that, and would have leaned over and like, kind of want to try the whole dad thing. And I want to show that I can do it better than mine did.
Takes a few conversations, but Nesca agrees. Because she also wants to, she wants to have her kid not want to kill Nesca and tear her eye out. So, she's
some apprehension. You're like, yeah, but my daughter's going to kill me, so we really need to be careful about how this plays out.
I think when we decide, Nesca buries the eye.
The eye?
I was going to ask.
Buries it. Yeah. And it's kind of made peace with it.
Oh, that's so good.
Hang on a second. Keep talking about what you want for your future.
I think, absolutely. My favorite thing would be like after this is decided and, down the way and, if Nesca's ever expecting, would be Stub breaking the news to Ham. Stub would like have to take him aside.
Please roleplay that. Please roleplay that.
please.
Yeah. So
How many years has
we're
it
at
been?
the tree. This is so after the next adventure. Now we've built a tree house. We've been bugging Oser for a while.
17.
We're like hanging out. We're just in the woods trying to live our lives. Maybe you did become like that world-renowned name, and you built a wizard tower somewhere next to the treehouse or something. I don't know. But like, come knocking on the Ham wizard door. And go see my buddy, and go inside and be like, so Ham, I have something I need to tell you. It's kind of important.
Come on
it's one
in,
of those.
Stub. Come take a seat.
Oh yeah, this is at this point because Ham's older and Ham's like taller now, like taller than Stub is, and yeah, he's. Do you wear like wizard's robes, or are you still like? Or do you not wear
Ham
any
still
clothes
naked pants, or?
Yeah, is Ham still naked?
Yeah, Ham's still naked.
Okay.
The world-renowned naked.
World-renowned frog sorcerer.
He has a taller hat.
Of course. Reaches even higher heights. Yeah, we'll go in and go to your your
some
drawing
tea?
room. Yeah, thank you.
Accent now? What the
I would really like some. Do you mind sitting down? You're just so tall these days.
I've always been a late bloomer.
Oh my god.
But of course.
You did finally grow into those legs of yours, huh? Man, at one point in time, they were just like twice the size of your body, and you were just gangling around. It was great.
The tail never fell off, though. Might have that for the rest of my life.
I think it's rather dapper. It's a good piece, really.
Jeez.
Okay, Ham. It's been a while. Nesca and I have been talking, and we've kind of decided to stop this whole adventuring life and settle down. And how do you feel about being an uncle?
And Ham's eyes light up. and he breaks into a big old giant mouth toothless smile. Do frogs have teeth?
I don't know.
Wait, did he not have teeth?
I don't think so.
I don't think he had teeth.
Just mouth, no teeth.
like a Muppet.
Stub, are you telling me?
Yeah.
Is Nesca with child?
Yep. Twins, Ham.
What I need Nesca to do for me right now, since we've just said twins.
Oh no. What is this?
Roll me 2d4s.
Oh.
What the?
I'm going to ask you, Stubbs, to roll
Separately.
me 2d4s.
Roll 1 and then roll
2d4.
Okay.
Yeah, hang on.
So
I'm going.
Twice?
Yeah, one
Wait,
second.
you want me to do it twice?
2d4.
Yeah, roll 1. And then,
My recent interest has been divination.
Not Stub, Nesca, yeah.
Okay, there's one.
Your first child. No, you're good, because I can see the 2 rolls in there. I need the 1 and the 4.
Okay.
Nesca, out of your twins that you guys will have,
God.
1 is a pureblood, just like you. Oh. And 1 is an abomination. The one that No, that's the name
I know
of
it's
it.
like a D&D thing.
The one
But
that
like the
looks-
wording! But like the wording!
the full snakes. You have the exact opposites. The one that would have been a prize child if you had born one, and one that's just like you that would have been.
I'm sorry.
Wait.
Where's Stubbs' genetics in all of this? Because it's all snake all the way down. Snakes all the way down.
You can't say that with a straight face.
Can one of them be named Jake?
Wait, yeah, where is Stubbs?
Leslie, we're having this moment. You just called my child an abomination.
No, but that's the highest. That is the
You
highest
don't blame
class.
Wizards of the Coast, okay? Not me.
That is the highest class in Yuan Ti civilization. Okay.
I don't know how Stubbs gonna see this happen. What is going on?
Hey, this is your test as a. This is your test as a father.
This is my I thought ham was my test.
Stubb has gotten slapped many times. Let me tell you. During this,
That's not wrong.
during the 9 months. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Stub, you are the pappy.
Ren and Krog are just gonna sit there
Wait,
going like,
oh my god, wait, can the one that's the abomination, the one that looks like a snake, can that one be shorter, like Stub size? That's his genetics, playing and play? Okay,
Definitely.
There you go.
good. There you go.
He doesn't come out with piercings and tattoos, though, unfortunately. I'm sorry.
Oh,
He'll get that.
he'll learn.
Can we come back to our conversation?
Oh, absolutely.
Just me and
Sorry.
Stubbs.
That was just montaging the later portion. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it, but something that I've always something I've always wanted to ask.
Yeah. Also,
I
great
never
tea, by the
found-
way. Wow.
I'll learn from you and Nesca. Your ear. When we first met, I noticed that you had this tick where you would pull your ear and
Yeah.
I noticed it's a little shorter than the other one. Just I always wondered what happened with that.
Displacer beast, actually. Got a job
Nasty buggers.
to hunt one down for a village. It had killed some children. It got a little close quarters, too close for my taste, and well, he got a little bit. But yeah, that's so that's something else. My name's not actually Stub. I just kind of started going by it due to the ear.
What?
He goes back to the regular ham voice.
Neska's known this for years, but my name is Silas.
Huh.
It doesn't matter. Stub's a better name for me.
Silas as a man to another man. It's good to meet you.
Put out a green hand. It's always been a pleasure, Ham.
Ham, are you taller than Stub now, Ham?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a little, only a little.
But like I look up a little bit. Right? I asked him to sit because he's taller than me, so like, we're on even footing again and
Yeah, but funny though, like my body hasn't changed. My legs are just longer.
Go talk to Krog. Am I gonna go talk to you, or you wanna do your thing, Krog?
I want you to tell me.
do the thing?
Yeah,
Okay.
Stub, you gotta tell
Not
everybody.
tell me. So I know. So come to me after I know already.
Right.
Okay. I'm in the garden.
I love this.
You're in the garden.
Of course he's in the wait. Krog, roll me a 1d10.
Where is my mouse?
Dude, I cannot with Ham's accent. I can't. Every time it comes up, I feel like I need to remove myself to like.
Krog, you have 10 pets at your choice. Birds, dogs, cats, maybe even like a small deer and a goat that you've
Okay, this is
acquired
perfect.
on your
I love
farm. Yeah.
So we go out to the garden of the treehouse farm, with the neighboring wizard tower, and I go out and I've definitely got the hat on and I've got some stuff on. I'm gonna go pull weeds. Right, I'm gonna go help Krog tend the garden. So I'm gonna go out there and Yeah. Good morning, Krog. How are you?
Come see, I've done something. I want to show you.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Don't stand in the dog poo there. He just.
All right. Oh,
yeah. Careful. Okay.
Did you ever name that dog?
That's 4.
4.
Yes.
Did you? Okay, Krog. Did you name them?
I love you, Croc.
In the order you found them?
Yes.
You know, it's easy to keep track of, so I
Is
respect
that okay? I mean,
No,
I know you're not
absolutely.
going to name your kids like that or anything, but I'm just saying it's an easy way to remember who's who.
Well, honestly, 1 and 2 is pretty easy to remember.
Yeah, but then one of them's going to be mad that they're not 1. So you have to be like 1 and A. They have to both start or both finish. Or like Alpha and Omega. I don't know. Maybe
You know,
Nesca's
I'll
got
put this into
ideas.
consideration. I'm pretty sure Nesca's already picked out the names, and I have 0 say in this.
That seems like a sensible
That's on,
thing.
yeah, it's on brand.
Yeah. I'm sure they're great names, whatever, but I want to show you something I did for them. Come look, come look.
Okay, yeah.
And Krog's gonna mission him over to this lovely little area that he's laid out all nicely kept and pruned and whatever else, and enclosed in this cute little gate thingy, and there's like a bench and whatnot. And at the back is a bed with 2 little trees about so big next to each other.
Look. That's for 1, and that's for the other.
For A, right? We're gonna go with A for now.
1 and
God.
A.
Right,
I don't know.
A.
Do you know if they're boys or girls or it's?
Honestly, all I know is twins right now.
Okay. All right.
So I've heard there's actually like this 1 in 4 chance that one of them just comes out being a snake.
You fucker.
How do you feel about that?
Honestly, looking down at himself. I mean, I'm not much of a looker myself, so, you know, I'm ready for the challenge as long as, you know, as long as Nesca's there. I'm good. I'm good. We got this.
If we've learned anything over the years, you're gonna be a great dad. So don't worry about it.
We didn't do too bad with Ham, you know. And that wizard tower is very tall.
How did he build that in like a day? It just shot up overnight. What the hell?
And have you been inside? It's like an
No.
entire city in there. It's literally
Yeah.
it bends the space-time continuum around itself. It's incredible.
I think
There's
he's
none of their
probably
soul
like.
in it. It's just like everything's animated. Like the brooms are animated, and like
Everything's animated.
everything's just like it takes care of itself. Like
I think
yeah.
he's just showing off personally, but you know he can do it.
I mean,
that's fine.
he's famous now, so I gotta give
Is that
it.
why he's got that accent? Does it make him cooler than us?
I don't know if it's cooler, but I think it made him more popular.
With the ladies.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Krog.
I've
So you
never had a
planted them.
kiss.
Say again?
You planted the 2 trees.
Yeah.
For
For your kids.
it's beautiful.
And,
I'll-
I'm terrible at like soppy things, like sentimental shit.
Oh,
So
come on.
I put these here, and I hope that they get nice and big and strong, like your kids do, and I hope that I can hang out with them. 'Cause
Stubbs
I think
gonna hug
they're
Krog.
be- Oh.
Just like I'm waist height, just coming in. They will be extraordinarily lucky to have an Uncle Krog.
Wait, have him train them.
I can't wait to meet them.
We'll
I
get
can't
there.
wait to meet them.
Leslie,
Yeah.
Leslie, can the fat tree spirit appear on the tree?
If you guys did make your home in the Undying Thicket, the Enchanted Forest, then you
Yeah.
see them often. Often.
That one.
Did that one get fatter?
fat one.
Because I swear.
Maybe as you guys hug and turn your eye away from the tree, like the camera pans back and we see 2 little tree spirits come out of the tree and go and hug each other. Standing there.
Oh my god.
All right, there you go. That's a nice little bow on our moment.
All right, this means I have to visit the monastery. Right?
Yeah.
I have to. Ren, do I have to go to town? I have to go to town. to find you.
No.
Where's the monastery? Is it in the Undying Thicket?
I'll put it. Yeah, sure. Why not?
So they have to travel the
how
Undying Thicket.
about- How
We have a
about,
whole. We're making a city in here.
What's her name? Jesus, I just lost all my own NPCs. Give me 1 second. No.
Cage woman.
No.
Cage
Winnie.
woman.
Winnie Graham.
Winnie.
The Graham Farm, in honor of you guys curing everything, gave you like 2 or 3 of their acres near the forest for a monastery.
That's generous.
I'll take it.
Yeah, you will.
I'll take it. Yeah. So what? Wait. So Ren, when Stubbs is approaching the monastery, he's probably got like his backpack on. It's a day trip, right? He's got to make it over there in a day. And what does the monastery look like?
Oh, it's gonna be a nice little, almost, I don't want to say like not like a church per se, but I mean kind of like a nice little, almost looks more like a kind of like a shrine, like an old, like feudal.
Yeah, like a feudal Japan like
shrine, like from back in the
Sure.
olden days.
The old days.
But there's probably people out sweeping, running, washing the
your
boards,
apprentices.
the floorboards.
Yeah, absolutely. You gotta have your apprentices doing the work.
Yeah. I gotta whip them in the shake.
Stubb will note his boots as he goes up to the boards, where he's like watching one of the apprentices scrub right in front of him. He's like, I'll take these off, and take off the boots and hop that step and get up and Master Ren, is he in? And hopefully they say yes and direct me to where your quarters are, and we'll go that direction.
Yeah, look, like I'll even come to like, Stubb.
All right, buddy. Hey, yeah, big hug, bring it in
here, bring it in.
Bring it in. Oh, you did that thing where you like circle around and do the back pats? Oh yeah.
Outside of the monastery walls, hear the like.
Pat. We bro pat in a circle, just brought it in. Oh yeah, it's good.
What brings you here?
So I've told everyone else now, and figured I should make a trip out here to let you know. What are your thoughts on being an uncle?
Well, I knew it had to happen sooner or later. Well,
There's
I'd
2
be
of them,
honored.
Ren, there's 2 of them.
2?
Yup.
2?
Yeah, there's 2.
You scoundrel.
I don't know how it happened.
I don't know.
Apparently.
Well, you see what I'm
Ren, let's just say I know how to climb a tree. All right.
Oh my god.
Hey, you guys, get back to work. Get back to work.
In the middle of this monastery, cracking jokes like this.
All the poor, I don't know how monasteries work, but like, are all of the monks there like totally celibate?
No.
These are combat monks. These are combat monks.
I was gonna say they just go. Did we go to the wrong place?
Or did we go to the right place? Hey. Yeah, so
Undying thicket.
I'm
2 of those.
I delved deep into the Undying Thicket, and I climbed the tallest tree.
All right.
I'm cutting you guys off.
This is the best
Imagine
Ghibli
that.
film ever.
From this point forward, the entire conversation is just like laced
Devolving into that. It's just
He's the
devolving.
drunken master. It's just y'all just drink like the.
Oh yeah, Oh, we're
just
celebrating.
drunken bro
We're
talk.
celebrating now. Absolutely. Stubb's gonna be a dad. If we're not celebrating in the drunken master's house, where are we celebrating?
Where are we
at?
celebrating?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, we're literally this is literally gonna turn into just like an all day, all night, just like we're hanging out. This is all it is.
Can we?
And Ness
Can
gets
we?
at home like, what the fuck?
Can we put on a tourney between all of your
Oh my god.
There's like a tournament that goes on with all of your acolytes, and we just have them fight each other while we drink. Oh,
Yes!
I love this
We
idea.
can do this.
Good.
Part of their training. They do this like
Absolutely.
Well, Nesca is over at Krog's place because Krog always has like the best food, and she just has like all these cravings, and she's just
craving shit,
bitching.
yeah.
She's just bitching about how stuff left.
Stuff just disappeared. Just disappeared. Just left.
I love it so much.
Pure love.
And Krog's just like, she's eating all my food.
It's okay.
He's happily making it for you.
Okay.
Stubb knows the solution to this problem, and upon returning home after the tournament, clearly that took place the next day, would have a bouquet of black roses because he knows there is only one way to her heart, and it is through those alone. Hi, baby.
Why did you turn so creepy all of a sudden?
Little goblin in the doorway, like
he's like
He's hungover and he's just like,
Drunk.
"Hey."
He's still drunk. He's still drunk. He's just been celebrating.
I even though Nesca's pregnant, she lifts him up and takes him to bed and tucks him in and then goes back outside.
Love you.
Oh my
Do you guys want to know what happened to General Garen Ruddock?
No.
He
Please.
got run over by an ox.
I'm curious.
All of his luck ran out finally.
Oh.
So
What
upon
luck.
returning to Wheelstone, he, of course, tells the town, he did this, we all did this, etc., etc. But because you met so many of the prominent townspeople, like the elders, and Biddy, and even Osra, and even the salesman who sold you guys, you treated him so nicely, the daggers and things.
That guy.
They don't quite believe him. Everybody kind of like, sure, General, you've been here for at least like 10 years trying to help out, but whatever, you didn't do anything. But you guys, the one time you guys go into the woods, it's lifted and cured. So they all know that you did it. But the only reason the soldiers were in the south was to defend the city against the curse. But now that the curse is gone, they returned north, back to the town of the north, Byria. When they get up there, he reports back to his commanding officer. The commanding officer is like, there was only two great nations, essentially, on this continent. And now that the war is settled and we have found peace, the only work I have for you is to be a guard of the docks.
Ooh, that's a stinky job.
Oh no! I mean, I wanted him screwed over, but wow, we ruined a man's whole career.
He
ruined his whole career.
He gets to
That- well-
pretend he defeated a whole thing. It's fine. He can smell like anchovies the rest of his life.
I'm here for it.
Okay, you're right. It's true.
It's okay.
That's right. Because
I'll raise the next protectors
in
of
this
Wheelstone.
conversation.
Oh, that's right. We've got the.
Like a monk's
Dude,
town.
are they gonna be like multi-classed acolyte monks? You're gonna have Krog come in and teach them the way of the rage, and so they're just like chill raging.
Zenly.
Yeah, that's
Oh my
the
God,
drunken
yes.
rage. Drunken rage sounds terrible.
Yes, that sounds
I love it.
Oh my
We'll even get Ham in there, teach him a little magic.
Yeah, Ham's been traveling to like learn a bunch of weird stuff, and every time he finds somebody that he thinks will be a cool acolyte for Ren, he'll just like
Just bring him.
zip magic him back to the.
They can just get deposited on the front steps with whatever they're wearing. That's it, and just like they're here now.
But do you leave him a little note on like a UPS package? Do you leave a little note
on
like
his jacket? And then,
I love it.
Just look at it like, well, I guess you're with us. All right, come on.
That's so good. Do you, Joel, I would like to potentially, for your sakes of Patreon, save how the players feel for Patreon post show.
Yes.
We talked about the characters'
I
future,
would
but
like
I
that.
think we'd like to do that.
In chat, if you have been at all interested in how we talk about all of this stuff, because this is essentially what the post show looks like. It's just this. This last 30 minutes, you can head on over to patreon.com/DieFall. There's a couple of different tiers there that you might want to take a look at, including playing Dungeons & Dragons with me. But yeah, I think that's probably the best bet there, and I think that's a pretty good epilogue for our adventure of DieFall, the Seed of Life. Once again, this has been the finale And thank you to Simply Jackson for a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful show. And 12 episodes that went way too fast.
Yeah.
Damn straight.
We're going to do some shout outs and then we're going to wrap it up here. So we'll do it how I've got it set up. Beth B. Rad, where can people find you at on the internet?
You can find me here on Twitch at BethBRad, on YouTube at BethBRad, on Instagram and on Twitter, both at BethBRad. I'm an artist. I draw things, and hopefully I can make you laugh. And that's what I'm all about. Oh, one last thing.
Yes.
D&D. It's my podcast where I play a different character in Dungeons and Dragons.
Also good for Beth making you laugh, by the way. just to point that out there. Just go, yeah. Yes, good. Thank you, Beth. And thank you for Ham. Thank you for bringing Ham to life. It's been wonderful.
Thank you for putting together a floor for me to stand Ham on. That's, you know what I mean.
Yeah. Blurred, where can the people find you at on the internet?
Oh, primarily on youtube.com/blurred without fear. I do videos almost all throughout the week. Talking about comic books and talking about characters you probably have never heard of and how awesome they can be. And I also stream here on Twitch, twitch.tv/blurred without fear, where you can watch me play games like Dead by Daylight or The Forest with Joel and Stella. Or you can see me play all sorts of other random and weird things. You never know. It's always a thing. And yeah,
We like random
I'm
and we
always
like
out
weird.
there.
It's good. It's good. Thank you very much, sir. Stella,
you.
where can people find you at on the internet?
Twitch.tv/ParallaxStella is usually where I'm hanging out at, and on Twitter, where I mostly shitpost, but then also kind of be professional. I have been really getting into Apex Ranked this season, and it just started. Oh, but I also have, I guess I'll do the announcement here. I actually got into No Pixel for GTA RP, so I'll be doing that soon. So I'm very excited.
Yes.
I haven't really announced it anywhere yet, so yay. No, cat. Ooh.
It's a cat. That's a cat. Excellent. Thank you very much. And congratulations once again. And thank you for bringing Aska to life and being super awesome about Stub crushing on her the entire time.
Glad it worked out.
Alias, where can people find you out on the internet?
You can find me twitch.tv/aliasv with these little idiots jumping on my computers and trying to switch it off. So if I disappear, you know why. I play Magic, I have cats, and I commentate on some stuff, usually sometimes for professional things. Yes, people pay me to talk words, which I'm very good at. Not really. Anyway, come hang
You're
out.
very good at it. Stop. Oh.
I like that your cat just has this death glare into the camera, like you're the reason she doesn't pay attention to me.
Yeah, pretty much. They're hungry.
Excellent. Thank you very much. And last and certainly not least, our DM, Simply_Jackson. Simply, where can people find you out on the internet?
You can find me at twitch.tv/simply_JXN, or you can find me on Twitter at simplyJXN, no underscore. I oh, this music is not looping. So professional, it's fine. Doing this, there we go. Anyways, hi. Where I post about commissions and art. I also have some cool upcoming announcements for Sunday. I cannot talk about them because other parties do not know until then. So please come and find. Also, if you guys are interested in winning a postcard, I made these beautiful gold foiled illustrated postcards. You can kind of see.
Oh, wow.
That caught the light, and it was
They're
like
very
God
cool.
looked at me.
Yeah, and you can. I sent them to you guys in the mail for supporting the stream and stuff. So I appreciate that if you want to. And hopefully, maybe some more DieFall stuff in the future. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe, just maybe, possibly. If I'm lucky enough to get you for another show, sure. Thank you guys very much for being here. Thank you to my wonderful cast. It has been an absolute ride and a joy to be able to meet all of you, and that you accepted this whole thing. That's gonna be it for us. We'll probably do a post-show thing if we've got time for it. And this has been DieFall: The Seed of Life.
Miss you.
Good night.
Bye, guys.